like him, inside and outside, blew his house with the blue little window and a blue Corvette, and everything is blue for him and himself and everybody around, 'cause he ain't got nobody to listen. I'm good, I was need, I was dying, 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 I was need.
They said you'd never make it. You should have stayed back west. And Ginger, you won't kick on against Australia's best. They said you'd never make it. Then the knockers went to town. Too slow, too sharp, too loose, son. The big league said thumbs down. They said you'd never make it, but you finally came through. For all of you who made it, this one's made for you. Made for you. This one's made for you. You've made it through, and this one's made for you.
All right, everybody, and welcome to the Jump Up Punch. Go the Blues!
What a win.
Hey?
What a bloody win.
And this one's made for you. This one, mate. I'm telling you, when you look back, this is the game. You're going to look back and you go, this is the one, mate. This is where we stamp ourselves.
We seem to be saying that a lot this year, don't we?
We do. But this one here, I think this was important.
You know what it was?
The making of a mature.
You know what it was?
Yeah, it was a mature effort. What was it?
It was, as Michael Voss said, a signature win.
Yes, exactly. That was a signature win, mate. I'm telling you. I'm
So is
telling
Voss.
you, man.
You
So
are
is
telling
Voss.
us, man.
That was the one, mate. That was the big one.
Good win.
So,
Four-quarter performance.
yeah, no.
Oh,
It
yeah.
had everything we expected and we wanted from this game. We said last week what our problems were,
Yes.
right? And we said we needed to respond, and
Yes.
it was almost, they did exactly to a T. They followed the
Yes.
instructions.
Exactly.
Everything that went wrong last week, they fixed it up, and that shows
Correct.
signs.
Can I write something on your thing?
Go. You're right there.
Look away. Over.
You do have to look away too?
No, you can.
The pen you might need to, because it's one of those fine ink ones, so you might need to. What's he writing? I think I know what he's writing. ITU or
Yeah.
ITY?
Here.
He did tell us. He did tell us.
did.
Te l'ho detto. Te l'ho detto.
And the thing is,
Te l'ho detto.
he's been telling us for the
Yeah,
last
last fucking 2 nights.
He hasn't stopped telling
I hate
us.
being right.
All right.
I
let's
did.
get-
I did tell you though.
No, you did tell
He
us.
did.
Is this the third night now I've told you?
No, you've been
I
telling
kept
us.
I kept all the receipts.
No,
No, mate.
Woolworths.
You told us. When you tell us,
When I
it
speak,
says-
people listen.
I'm telling you.
When I
I'm
speak,
telling
people
you, man.
listen.
You told us.
Mate, there were people.
I think we've got a new fucking merch there. I
I
told
told you. Mate, there were people that doubted it. There were people that said, "Oh, yeah, Free
Of
are a good
course.
team. Yeah, they're there, yeah." I just left a few little truth bombs there on the
Let's-
comments
let's-
and stuff.
Hey, how we going? I know, he told you. I know. He told you. I know. Yeah, all right. Yes, coffees and some biscotti. All right, thank you very much.
I
He's
even told
hoping he
him
goes,
to.
bloody told me.
I reckon the delivery driver I told as
Yeah,
well.
he's got more workers. They got rid of last week's delivery driver.
Oh yeah, he got the sack. Michael,
Hey!
Dylan.
How are you, Dylan?
Did I tell you?
COVID protocols,
told you.
man. He has to eat that one.
Yeah, you got to eat that one. Take that one.
Ah,
eh?
leave him. It's all right. If you
Gotta-
want to
he
eat
can
it,
take
eat
it.
All right.
Thanks,
Nah,
Dylan.
Come on,
Shelby
there you go,
outside.
Shelby. We've got the delivery driver's
Thanks,
best
Dylan.
friend.
Thank you, Dylan.
Thanks, Dylan.
All right.
Which
You
one
gonna-
do we have? We had
You had the grappa, the
We had the
Luigi
grappa last
Francoli.
week. What do you want?
which one do you want?
What do you want? You told us which one do you want?
No. I picked it last week.
No, I'm just saying he
Oh,
told
yeah,
us.
yeah.
Well, considering I was well inebriated prior to the show,
Yeah.
and I kind of
I know which
go
one
the
you-
Panther piss.
Oh.
I'm gonna go the Panther piss. Make up for last week.
Gee, I would
it
have
was a weak
guessed you
effort.
would've gone the weak one.
Nah.
Now we're going straight to the top. I
Tomorrow,
like it.
as of Monday, is when I'm starting a big. It's a
What?
big cleanse for me.
Are you?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You get fit for
Really?
the summer. Yeah.
I'm like,
Shit.
Per
I'm
le,
doing-
per le donne.
I'm
For
joining
the
you on
ladies.
that.
I'm doing the opposite.
no.
For the ladies.
Nah, I don't care about the ladies. They do nothing for me. But
I do.
nah, I don't care about them.
I'm a-
Carlton
I'm a-
does everything for me.
That's
right?
it at the
But
moment.
have this.
That's
one,
good
have
on
this
you,
one.
man.
Grazie, what you?
I've put a bit too much in this
That's
one.
all right. That's all right.
Cheers, big
yeah.
ears, and
To Freo and Laggy.
Alagi.
Saludo, what you?
Fuck off. Bang.
Ah!
Oh,
That's a beautiful.
Need a biscuit after that.
No, it's tasting good.
This will be one of the last biscuits I have for a while.
Oh, is it? All right. So
I'm just going to be on the water and ice diet.
Nice,
Not
nice.
that type of ice, just actual water and ice. Just eat water with ice
So
and
ladies,
cereal like this.
watch out. I'm doing the opposite.
Oh,
'cause
you're
I
putting
wanna,
on weight.
yeah, I've got to keep the ladies away from him. And
Well, you got certain things that you need to eat over the next couple of months.
Yeah,
so
wow.
3 months for me.
What's that?
3
3
months.
months of doing it. You can get ready for summer. The summer body.
I got 6 months.
the summer body.
No, mate. Hold on. July, August.
September.
I got ready for September. You know,
Yeah,
it's a big month
gotta
for
get
us.
ready. It's going to be a big month, man. It's going to be a big month, man. Beautiful. Hey, Melbourne Coffee Roasting
All right,
Company,
yeah.
eh?
Calm 15.
Thank you very much. They are superb. So
We
beautiful.
need a new
coffee.
bag.
Yeah, we're going to go. We should get like a full
Gotta
bag.
get-
No, we'll go. We'll give them a call this week.
Yeah. I might go. I'm going to go.
Baby
order some.
Lacqua and
Speaking
Marino
of which-
Bros.
Bros. $60, over $60 spent at checkout, and you'll get a
I'm
free
telling you.
delivery right there. And,
Yeah.
before 12 a.m. you'll
And
get
the
the
veggies
next
are-
day service.
Veggies getting cheaper and cheaper.
They are the lettuce back down.
Back
to
down.
Hang on, no, I
$6.
got the mail. Jim Chalmers reckons that inflation hasn't hit its peak yet.
Oh, okay. Oh,
We're stuffed now.
Oh,
I'm
the
telling
Jim
you, man, it's
Chalmers
bad.
set.
That now diesel's more than petrol.
yeah, it's unreal.
How the hell does that work?
Just an off-cut of petrol, but it'll charge you twice the amount.
That's it.
How does that work?
That's it. That's it.
You know
Hey,
what's funny? Actually, I don't know if you saw, but someone said they go, at least petrol can't get over $9.99 because there's only
it's
3
stopped.
digits on the board. There's only 4 digits on the board, whatever it is. Yeah.
Nah. All the Indians who own it, they'll paint it one. But you're right too, man. Far out, man. It's ridiculous now, mate. It's ridiculous. Hey, Top Dog Liquor.
Top Dog Liquor sponsoring Mangiare al Football.
100%.
Lyndon Hosking doing a fantastic job down there, those regional liquor stores. So get around him.
100%.
Social media, Facebook, Instagram, all of
Yep.
it. And we've got a few good entries this week,
Yeah,
actually.
first of all, if you have a look at the bottom now, we've got the email. So now,
Yes, we do have our email where you
so
can send in all
everything
the
now
pictures.
goes through, it channels through the email because
Correct.
what's been happening is it's coming from everywhere and we're losing stuff. Like I don't even know where stuff is
So
anymore.
the jumperpunch at gmail.com.
Yep.
Yes, the
So
jumperpunch
it's at
at,
the bottom there?
gmail.com.
Yeah, do it. So
All right.
we have got the
The
first
entrance.
one, Joanne P.
Joanne P.
Pasta broccoli
With
with
pipi
pepper
patata. Oh,
with a
beautiful.
pipi and patati. I love
Beautiful.
that. I
Beautiful.
love that.
How good's
That's
that?
different. That's 10.
I
How
like
good
it.
is that?
I like it. I like it. And the
another
next
one?
one is, he's one of our like regulars, John Holden.
Oh, proper. What's he got there?
He's got
What's
the
that? Is
He
that
looks like he's got
like meat
some
and 2 veg or something?
some veg,
Bloody-
yeah, some meat. It might be a chicken.
yeah.
Might be.
Look, you know what's funny?
But the main thing is there. Look at on the
Look
big
at-
screen.
Look at the background. He's got us there in front of his family pictures.
Yeah.
He's not. It's actually just a picture of us.
Yeah.
They're all pictures of
Big
us.
picture.
That is
That's
sick.
fantastic.
That's
That-
a nice setup, that.
No, that is a
that,
nice
right?
setup. Now we have to pick a winner. Now listen, we're in the background, so I'm gonna choose Unfortunately, Joanne, I love the pitch, but really.
You're going to get Johnny Holden.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that was a good picture,
An
wasn't
avid
it?
watcher.
Yeah, an avid
smart to
watcher.
put us in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
You
you got to
played
think
it
about
smart.
it, mate. You put
Played
us
it
in.
smart.
You played the
Yeah,
heartstrings.
that's right.
100%.
He's an avid watcher and commenter as
No,
well.
he
this
is.
John
He is.
Holden.
I love his comments. He's funny. So that's good. Yeah. So he's going to
Thank
get
you.
some of our merch. So
Yep.
contact us. We'll do it. Have a look at the merch now. The merch will come up. So have a look at the merch. We got the tops, the hoodies. We've been brainstorming. So I reckon there's a couple more coming out. So people have been asking for maybe the all right. All right. So we're just trying to work out a design. I listen.
And those 3 winners prior, if you haven't received it yet, I got the confirmation that all those have been sent
So
out.
you'll get
the winners
yours there,
prior.
yeah.
So Prue, Mr. Who was it? Wilson? Was it Paul Wilson or Paul?
No, Paul. It wasn't Wilson.
Was it? What was his last name?
Paul
Paul Dixon. Sorry,
Dixon.
Paul Dixon.
Yeah, Dixon.
Paul
that's
Dixon
right.
and Carl's. I did get the notification that they have all been mailed out.
Nice.
So,
So they'll get theirs.
If any issues, just contact us.
Yeah, 100%.
But all will be
we haven't
well.
had issues up to now, yeah. So
Correct.
look at that. And as usual, we're always seeing if we can grow. We want
Yes.
some new sponsors. So we've got
Correct.
this new, like, little bit of a.
There you go.
Here we go.
Become part of the jump.
Pizza. I want some more. What? What?
We want more.
Yeah. So if you can help us out in any way,
Yeah, so
come
that's
through
it.
the
We
email.
have got a package. So again, the email, send us through. We have been. Yeah, there's been some small discussions here and there, but yeah, as I said, anyone wants to get involved, and next
Come
year,
through, let us
I'm
know.
telling you, I think we've. Oh, look, I'm gonna big note ourselves here. I think we've done a great job this year to get this show to a
Where it
kind of
is.
a good standard. But next year, we want to get it to the next standard.
Well, even maybe even before next year.
Well, of course. But it's definitely growing. So everyone get in there. All right.
One.
Yeah, so apparently there might be a bit of a count going on this week.
I
So
need to bring one of those counters in.
yeah, we're going to do a bit of a count. TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
taken off.
Hasn't that? There's something, as Bruce
get
said
on
when
to the-
Ryan Houlihan kicked the left foot snap against Essendon round 3, 2001. There's something happening here.
Have a look, man, because we're talking
Mate.
into thousands of views.
At
They're
time of
loving it.
recording.
At time of
I'll say-
recording,
I'll
let's have a
say
look
Let's
that.
have a
what we've
look.
got.
What
Wait
is
up.
the stat?
We're at 424 followers.
Mind you, up from like 100
Yeah.
last week.
It went.
Let's take it off.
So we
People
found this
liking
new
the
niche
content.
with the content, you know, like the little clips of Ange, and
Oh,
Ange has been the winner.
Yes.
Ange is the
And
winner.
Gab-
this-
Gab Rossi as
Oh,
well.
Gab was big.
Now-
yeah, that's
Ballotella,
leading.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget too, we've got a few things that now I've showed you we're going to play this game later, and it's impromptu.
Oh, we got a game.
We haven't played it yet, right? But you've got it's the Quaynor and Ginnivan thing.
Have you got a
trend.
special?
I've got it. Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
know
Oh yeah.
this.
Oh yeah.
Creative. You got
Oh, it's
creative.
going to be part of Paul's call. Don't worry about
I
that.
like it, I
Don't worry
like it.
about
All
that.
right, that's
Oh
good.
yeah.
All right, that's good. All right, good. So we got that. Get onto the TikTok. We're going to put up another like 5 or 6 new videos this
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
So
Try and pump
we're
it
finding little bits of gold in there and putting them out, and they seem to be doing good. So everyone get onto there. All right. Before we get into the 41, so we saw how the show started.
Yes.
Yes.
So if everyone remembers, especially from the 80s, the Swan Lager ads, right?
Right. Swan Lager.
The Swan Lager.
Uh-huh.
So what they did was they used to get Australians, they used to do little stories on them, right?
Right.
And that's where we got it. So let's have a look at this next one. This one was one of our greatest motorbike.
Oh, Wayne Gardner.
Of course.
Swan Lager. Did it actually have? It had
The
the actual
swan.
thing of the
Swan,
swan on
And
it.
in
Yes.
fact, now when you
Yes.
when you watch this one, you'll see
Yes,
him
yes,
holding
yes.
a swan on the podium.
Yes.
So have a look at this.
It's Wayne Gardner. Oh, what a
helmet.
superstar he was.
They said you'd never make it.
Rothman cigarettes.
You're just a larrikin kid. Wayne Gardner, get a proper job and settle down instead. They said you'd never make it when you took on all the rest. What chance does an Aussie stand of beating the world's best? They said you'd never make it, but you proved their words untrue. Now when that checkered flag comes down, this one's made for you. Made for you. This one's made for you. You've made it through, and this one's made for you.
There you go. Does that get you pumped up?
Cheers. Cheers.
I love that. I'm telling you, when we were kids in that, man, I'm doing those commercials, and we got a whole bunch of them, right? So they did all the great Australians.
Okay.
Used to sponsor the cricket. I think there was this
Yeah,
cricket
there would have been a
advertising
sponsor,
boards.
yeah.
I reckon. Yeah.
It was. Actually
I'm
was.
certain there
Yeah.
was.
Look, between me and you, the best thing about Swan Lager was the commercials, right?
Okay, the beer
Like,
not
was
so
it-
great.
Look, it wasn't my
Forte,
favourite beer, yeah. But the commercials, on top of the tree, mate. All right, 41.
Yep.
We've reached 41. Hey, listen, 9 more episodes. We've got a big show for the 50th too. Massive show.
Yeah, a big show for the 50th.
The 50th.
actually, yeah.
And it actually falls
How perfect is that?
before we attack those finals.
Don't speak too early.
No, we're going to take it.
Oh, mate.
No, why not? Let's enjoy it now because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Enjoy it now. That's it. Before we do the first one, thanks to Blueseum and Spirit of Carlton.
Yes, of course,
Yeah.
for all the info and all the videos they provide us with, all the history.
100%.
They're
At
like
the
an
club.
encyclopedia of
It is.
Carlton.
It
Even
is.
though there's a big Spirit of Carlton. But we thank you. That's where we get our information from. The first one is, all right, this one here is Tony Smith.
Tony Smith.
73 to 74, 2 games, 0 goals.
But why do we always have to bring the goals into it?
If he hasn't kicked goals, you don't have to say.
Goals
he's-
important. Like, imagine kicking a
He
goal.
might be a backman.
No, but he wasn't.
he's
All
key
right,
forward.
I don't know. All right, what stat do you want me to bring in? Because that's what they show up there. Like, what do you want? I'm going to look
No,
find
leave it. I want
someone.
to leave it. I love it. Like 1 game, 0 goals. Just like
It's the best. It's the best.
poor bloke. Poor
Like
bloke.
plays full back, 0 goals.
I know, it's true. I'm going to bring the goals into it. You're probably right. It's probably like full
Probably a
back.
full
Maybe
back.
let us know what position he
Okay.
plays,
Do
and
you
then
know
we
what
can
position
figure
he
it out.
played? Or somebody in the
Well,
comments
Silvani
let me
kicked
know.
200
Played
goals.
2 games, though.
Silvani,
Yeah, he did too.
Yeah, swingman.
He kicked 200 goals as a backman.
Full back of the
Full back
century.
of the
Kicked 200 goals.
All right, so he's a Smith, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Jeremy Smith, next one.
Yeah, the Smiths are dominating.
81 to 94. 1 game,
Yep.
1 goal.
Okay, all right.
That
That's
might be a
okay.
midfielder.
Maybe. When he kicked the goal, look at him.
He's a happy chap.
He's a
Looking
happy
the wrong
chap.
way.
Yeah, no, he's got his eyes closed there.
Let's see you,
What's
big
going on
sponsor
there?
there.
All right, next
The
one.
breweries.
Jesse Smith.
What's going on with all these Smiths?
206.
Oh, I remember this guy. yes.
That's against
Yes.
Richmond.
Oh, wow.
2 games, 0
0
goals.
Wow.
Hey,
yes,
listen, he had 7 possessions in 2 games and was this listed at the end of the year.
Like a half
Could
forward.
have been. And there was also a Jesse Smith for North Melbourne, a left footer.
Yeah.
It's not a bad
But
player.
our 3 Jesse Smiths, our 3 Smiths,
They're all related.
What they combine for.
5 games, 1
One
goal.
goal.
That's it.
You'd think that's, with how popular the surname Smith is.
Yeah, you think so.
No relation.
Nah, didn't say anything about a relation
it,
to it.
I'm sure some sicko fan will tell us.
Well, Jerry Smith, who was the second one, they actually wrote about him. A promising Tasmanian youngster expected to develop into a name player around Princess Park.
Expected.
Yeah, 1 goal, 1 game. Anyway. All right, 8. Who's this? Go. What were we about to say?
I've seen this picture before. Luke.
Yes?
Luke who?
The Rhino
Luke
O'Sullivan.
O'Sullivan. There you go.
yeah.
The Rhino.
I've seen this picture before.
88 to 97,
Old
62
Hyundai
games,
It's like early
58
90s.
goals. He took almost 10 years to reach that 50-game milestone. Yeah.
Was he like named best clubman a few times? Or?
He was, 100%,
Thought so,
and that's why they
yeah,
kept
yeah.
him around, man.
Okay.
He was probably remembered, first of all, he's the uncle of Daniel Hanbury,
Yes, that's right.
We've
Yes,
said
yes,
that
yes,
before,
yes,
yeah?
That's right. Yep.
but he also was remembered when he did his knee at Waverley when the ground gave way.
Oh, wow, you're kidding
It
me.
gave way
Oh,
underneath him.
Jesus.
That's when they were replacing
With all the
sections.
sand.
Yes.
Had all the sand that comes
Yeah.
up and shit, yeah.
Oh, God.
That's what I always remembered. So let's have a look at some highlights. He was actually a nice little nuggety player.
He kicked a goal against Essendon where Diesel, I think it was him, where Diesel, was it Diesel Williams, who like took out 4 defenders with one handball? Like it was just one of those. It was just literally
He's
took
wearing
out
the
4.
90, the 54 at this game here. Look at him. But you know he's my height. He's 183. He looks like he's only like 2 foot tall. But
Recruited from Xavier College. Does he kick this?
yes.
He does.
No, I don't think he does.
Oh, I was going to say, God. Popped it up.
But look who marks it.
Oh, Mil
Mil
Hannah. Well, he's
Hannah.
still got the hair. Well, he's still got the hair.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's still got those bits of hair. Here he goes. Look at this one. Oh.
Missed.
Oh, did he miss?
Yeah,
I
he
thought
missed.
got that. Shit, yeah.
He
So I
missed.
got excited there.
I wouldn't be too happy about that, but I don't suppose it matters
Look
that
at
much
him.
at this stage, does
He
it?
was actually a not bad player in what he did. And in actual fact, if everyone, when you're sticking around for Talking Blue, the game we play, that we highlight,
Yep.
he has his best game ever.
Aha, very good.
Very game ever. So there you go. Hey, how about this bloke? Peter Rhodes. 46 games, 6
46
goals.
games,
Really?
really?
A flag? Don't tell me on the flag.
He coached Footscray after Terry Wallace.
Did he?
Did he really?
When he
Peter
got
Road.
Is he like interim coach?
when
was
he
he?
left,
Road or Road?
yeah. Road. Yeah, Road. It's ROHDE.
HDE.
Yeah, Peter Road.
Peter Road. Anyway,
Okay.
he played 46
Wow.
games, 6 goals. He was
Late
one
80s?
game. Yeah, he was 84, 87. He racked up 33 possessions as a wingman in his first game. He was
Not bad.
the O'Brien of the time.
Oh, was he
so-
really?
Yeah.
Hopefully he plays more than 46 games.
No, but hey, wait a sec. Then he racked up another 117 at Footscray. He wasn't a bad
Oh,
player.
okay,
He
there
wasn't a
you
bad
go.
player. And as I said, then he was the one who was assistant coach. And when Terry Wallace, remember what Terry Wallace? He resigned because he had the job at Sydney.
Sydney or Richmond?
No, at Sydney.
Sydney, then he went to Richmond, dude.
No, he had the job at Richmond. He had the job at Sydney, and then they got bloody Paul Roos because the fans erupted
Revolted, correct.
after he won the
you're right.
6 games or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Terry Wallace had it. He had it
Penciled
signed,
in.
but he had it signed in pencil
Yeah.
where they rubbed
Rubbed
it
it
out.
out.
Yeah, no, and after that he was stuffed, man. That's it. He never coached again after that. But he left, and then he left. There was one game to go, and he left.
Wow.
And then that's when Peter Road. And here he is here for Carlton.
Bradley.
There he goes.
Road now. He's got a
Look at a nice handball. That's Motley.
You know what?
Oh, God, wow, that's just...
They all had a beautiful handball back in the day.
Yeah.
They're always like,
How many games did Peter Motley play for us? Not many.
Nah, he would have played.
Just double figures?
No, more than that. I think he ended up playing about 30 or 40 games.
how did he die again?
No, he
No,
didn't
he
die.
didn't
He
die.
didn't die. So, paraplegic.
Paraplegic.
Paraplegic?
No, he didn't become paraplegic.
No. He
He
had
was
a
in a
car
bad
accident.
accident.
He had a car
It was
accident.
a car accident. He didn't become paraplegic, but he was stuffed after that, you know. You still see him around. He walks around and all that. Like, he's all good, but he was just stuffed after that. It was a really massive...
Yeah.
And
So the car
Meldrum,
was mangled.
Meldrum too was in the car.
The smile on the face of the blue.
Poor Peter Road. We're talking about Motley.
Yeah, so, yeah.
This guy's actually not bad.
No, I'm telling you, he wasn't a bad player. And as I said, he played over 100 games for the Doggies. Look at this. Nice.
So what was there a reason as to why he left Carlton, or just more opportunity
I
at
think
the
the
Doggies? or-
opportunities in that. There
Fair
wasn't
enough.
much going. You've got to remember, 84 to 87.
Well, yeah.
all building
Won the
a good
flag in
side.
87.
And then in 86, we picked up Motley, Bradley, Kernahan.
Yeah, it's fair
there were, I think a Dorotage come over. There was a couple of others that come over. There, the chances weren't there. Hey, listen, how about this bloke here, mate?
I know where this is going. Casbolt.
Oh,
Look at him as a young man. Look at him.
good lord.
Check this out. Look at this. Come on, Bella Bella. Oh, look at this, mate.
Wish nothing but misery.
Look at the young man.
Yep.
What the fuck,
Rookie.
man? Yeah.
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 That's one.
What have you done here? What are you doing with
What are you doing with this?
Where's this going?
Come on, he played 100. How many games did he play?
143.
Yeah, he did.
No,
yeah.
he played 150, sorry.
Yeah,
Did he?
153.
154
And he kicked 150 goals.
at
50-something
156 goals. Yeah, he kicked one goal a game, and that's it. That's when he left.
Good.
That's when he left there. But that's probably his best.
I like that.
I like that.
That's
I like that.
Blackout.
So
That's
do
how we
I.
beat Essendon.
Yeah, in the wet.
I like that jersey, man. That's a cool jersey. But listen, at the end of the day, he still ended up playing 154 games, 156 goals.
Charlie wasn't injured for those years.
But he still played them, and he still. At one stage, he was like doing all right, man. He used to be.
Yeah,
At one stage,
he
we
was
were going.
doing
He's
all
one
right.
of the best marks going around. Yeah.
You, not me.
Nah, we all were. Everybody.
Not me.
But he's not remembered for that. This is what he's remembered for.
Check out these ricotta pancakes.
What the hell is
More
this?
Buffalo ricotta.
Oh my god!
It's a water cheese, mate.
Wow. Ricotta pancakes. Not ricotta pancakes.
That's my ricotta pancakes recipe with that's Amore buffalo ricotta.
There's his ricotta. That's bad.
Oh, you didn't give him any highlight footage, nothing.
That is his highlight.
Oh shit!
That's his highlight at
Oh,
Carlton.
God. The best game he ever played. It's not even that Essendon game where he kicked like 4
In actual
or 5.
fact, all his highlights are
Collingwood.
copyrighted.
Nah.
Game against Collingwood,
It's the most
2016.
bullshit game I've
Which
ever
one?
seen him ever play against Adelaide.
Against Adelaide. When?
Kicked the one from the fucking bound, like the snap.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
walked
yeah,
out,
yeah,
but he
yeah,
kicked
yeah, 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 yeah.
The few.
Kicked 3 that day. I walked out.
And they were all.
He kicked this one going away from goal and
Yeah.
he snapped it. I
Yeah.
walked out.
No,
I'm
no.
like, what? Took you 150 games to kick that?
Did too.
I walked out. I just couldn't. Nah. But
He
yeah,
did too.
Good on him, man. At least he had
Nah,
a goal
good
a
on him.
game.
Nah, listen, man, I'm telling you, you can say whatever you want. 150 games for any club, man.
150 more than us.
154, and now he's 154 plus Gold Coast, and in actual fact, he's doing all right for Gold Coast. You might say they might not have a forward, but still he's kicking goals. So, anyway, good luck to him. The next one,
Misery.
who's this bloke?
Hello there, Peter Brown.
That's
Peter Brown. Now, everyone saw the promo.
What a great promo it
That
was.
was a great, we had a good time with that.
He
And
got
what-
right involved in it too.
He loved it.
Mate, he loved it, man. I'm telling you, that was so funny, man. We were dying doing that. That was so funny.
I
But
was telling
he's
you what happened when I got home. So
Yeah.
I said, oh, I go to Dad. I go, oh, yeah, we were at Melton Harness Race and we were with Peter Brown, old Carlton player. He goes, yeah. Peter Brown, yeah, the big, forward. He was fast.
Yeah.
He had the dark hair. He was a good player.
Yeah.
I thought you would have.
No.
So if he wouldn't, my dad wouldn't have fit into that promo.
No, that's
he
right.
knew
That's,
he was.
we knew him straight away. That's right. We didn't know him. Hey, but premiership player, that's 35 games. Let's have a look. I'll put up some highlights of him because people wouldn't have seen him. So
Penetrating kick to Brown.
Forward, yeah, key forward.
he was a
yeah.
key forward. So he did play
How
along the
my dad
wing and
knows
through
this
the
stuff.
centre a little bit.
Right,
But in the 1979 grand final, he was the forward.
right.
Short. Big Jones is there. Another try at the Carlton too, but they haven't had too many. Short from Young up towards half
Oh.
forward, looking down there for a mark for Brown. He's got it.
the ball.
Jeez.
I'm telling you, look at the kick now. It's not.
He's got the barrel.
That's all.
Oh,
Oh, goal!
That's a big goal.
Inside the centre square when he kicked that for a goal. He boots it back over the centre half forward.
here's a Lou
Nice.
Richards. Kicks it back out to the centre half forward position.
That's not pretty. Nah.
I don't know.
Oh, it could be. Well, it would have to be.
Too sure where that was. Oh,
Oh, good man.
What a grab.
Right the pass. Fucking hell. Good spit. Fuck.
I'm telling you, he
what
was
were his stats and facts and
So from
games did he
76
play?
to 80, 35 games, 38 goals, right? But then, as you'll see in the interview
Oh, yes,
later
yes,
on,
yes.
he goes over to St Kilda, and he has look, he leaves Carlton. Like he wasn't
on the
that
best of
happy.
terms,
Nah, not
yeah.
on the best of terms. So he went over to St Kilda, and then a lot of shit happened there. So he played a few more games there, and then as you see, he's not scared to say it as it is.
which we love.
which we love. So when you see, so we'll have a look at these highlights here, and you'll see it. I've got some little clips, and you'll see exactly what it's like. So have a watch. Have a look at this.
Your last, one of the interesting things, your first game and your last game was against. This is for Carlton.
For Collingwood.
Collingwood.
100%.
The team we followed.
It's funny you mention that because we were playing.
Do you remember that photo?
I had hair then. Jeez,
you know what?
I had.
We all had hair in 18 to 21.
I had hair.
Yeah, don't worry, man. I get you, man. I get you. Yeah.
And you're right though. The first game was against Collingwood out at Vic Park, and that was a baptism of fire.
Yeah, and that's what it said. It was your first game. It was a bit of a baptism of fire, and then you were basically played reserves after that for the rest of the year, and you came back in 77 for a handful of games.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
But in 78 was when you really established yourself in the team.
Yeah, 78 I played something like about 13 or 14 games, thereabouts.
In the forward
79, unfortunately, I had a groin injury which kept me out, but then I came back towards the end of the
timing,
year. Yeah, but that last game against Collingwood was at Princes Park. At, I can remember it very, very distinctly.
Okay.
That one was, we were getting punched around a bit in the middle of the ground, and at the time Kink was playing havoc that day, and we were behind going into the last quarter. And
you could have had an even more extensive career.
The game against Fitzroy, as I said,
Very
I was up
flexible
against
player.
Quinlan, right? And I love Bernie. He was a terrific bloke.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I had a reasonably good day out, and that day I actually won the ham.
Okay. The Bataki ham.
The Bataki ham. No, it was the Hutton's ham.
Back then it was the Hutton's footy franks. Remember the Hutton's footy franks?
But I'd actually, and believe it or not, it was over the top of Wolsey.
Nice.
So there's a little story that me and Russ had one night. We were travelling home on a weekend after a game, and he had a small Toyota Corolla. I remember it very distinctly. We used to stop at the Diggers Rest Hotel, grab a slab of beer, and we used to drink it on the way home.
Right, I like it. The travellers.
Drink it on the way home, including the driver?
Including the driver. And I can guarantee you this night when Buddy took off, the stone came through the bloody windscreen, busted the windscreen, so we kicked that out, and every time a car went past, we'd hold a can up
through the window. That's the best.
By the way, kids, drink responsibly.
No, don't do it now, kids.
Don't drink and drive.
In this footy trip, as I said, Jack Rowd had this filler. Now, we went over to go and visit Ivan Rort and Jack and
Big
Nick.
John Nichols.
And Jack was sitting at the edge of the pool and he was having a beer, and me and DB walks in, and Jack used to stir up all the young blokes, right? He used to love getting into it, right? But he also loved young blokes that used to have a go. So Jack, he was sitting there, he was having a beer, he looked up at me and he said, "Yeah, you're a smart ass young bloke from the country, aren't you?" And I've gone, "Oh, yeah, I might be." He said, "Oh, I've seen you blokes come and go over the years, you know, you're nothing but fucking pussies and everything like that." "Oh, really? Okay."
Was that his way of testing it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, nice.
And I said, "Let's get it on." Anyway, he stood up, and I've gone, "Well, fuck this, I grabbed him, both of us ended up in the pool. He had his fucking watch on, he had his wallet in, he had he didn't have a mobile phone back then, but he was in full clothes and everything like that. Yeah. Anyway, we both ended up wrestling in the pool, and he's got out and he said, "Fuck," he said, "Jesus, you got some balls, haven't you?" And the other blokes are sitting there going, "Oh shit, you don't do that to Jack Rowd." Anyway, he said, "Fuck, I like you," and he gave me a beer, and we sat there and had a beer. As soon as Ian Stewart went there as the general manager, and this was in the start of '83, right? He called me into the office, and I sort of thought in the back of my mind, I knew
we'd end up coming back to this story eventually.
Here we go. This is going to be interesting.
This is almost like the Dennis Pagan, Corey McKernan scenario.
Very similar. So I get called in, and he's sitting at his desk, and I walk into the office. And he says, you remember me, don't you? And I said, yep, I do remember you. And he said, I think we might have a problem. He said, I said to him, look, and I said, you can cut this out too if you want. Listen, let's not fuck around here. Let's get right to the point. I don't like you and you don't like me. And because of what happened to Carlton, you're going to fucking give me the arse. But before you do, you stick it up your fucking arse, I'm out of here. And I ran, and I bolted. Yeah, absolutely. And if there's any kid out there that wants to play AFL, VFL, AFL, should I say, football, never ever lose sight of your dream.
100%. All right, there you go. There you go. So there you go. There's a few of his stories there. And as you can see, he just tells it as it is, man.
No,
And that's just
not really.
Yeah,
Straight shooter.
Yeah, he's a straight shooter. So it's
Can't knock
definitely
a straight shooter, mate.
every interview recently, or they've all been. You had Ange Chris, two different, then you had the Jammers, but this one here is unique again, man. I'm telling you, he just went on and on.
Everybody is their own story.
Yeah.
Everyone's
and he's got some rippers, you know. So he's got some, and as I said, he only played like 35 games and won premiership, but he's another storyteller.
Yep, fantastic.
He's another storyteller. So there you go. There he was, Peter Brown. All right, let's have a listen to this.
They said you'd never make it. We've seen you guys before. No one's ever gonna take it. It stays bolted to the floor. They said you'd never make it, but you dreamed of other things. You were sailing for Australia with a boat that sails on wings. They said you'd never make it, but you finally came through. For all of you who made it, this one's made for you. Made for you. This one's made for you. You've made it through, and this one's made for you.
There you go. That was Ben Lexon. He was a designer.
Stand up, Australia.
100%. Well, no one, if I remember correctly, they won it the last 120 times, you know, for the last 120
The
years.
USA.
Yeah, no chance. And that's why they say, man, what are you doing, man? The trophy stays here. It's already bolted to the ground. You're not taking it. But he came up with that design, man. And at the time, that's when Bob Hawke said, if any, what did he say?
He said, if any boss sacks their worker for taking a day off today, they're a bum.
They partied hard, man, I'm telling you. And he come up with that design, man. Now everyone's got it. But it's the win, man.
Good old Bob Hawke. God, he was
Hawke,
one
man.
of the best, wasn't he?
He was superb, man. I'm telling you, the best Prime Minister. Can you imagine Bob Hawke and
Now?
Yeah, Bob Hawke and
He'd probably
Jack.
get lambasted for their views, for his views.
I was going to say, but Bob Hawke, John Elliott.
A
all
good
in
Labor
one room.
Prime Minister he was,
Oh,
Bob
the
Hawke.
country wouldn't be-
Coburg boy as well.
Yeah.
The country
The
wouldn't
Bob
be
Hawke
what it
Community
is, but
Centre.
We're not going to go there because we're here for one
Country
thing.
needs something.
Let's do it.
We are here for one thing.
Let's have a look at these scores. You want to read them out?
I'm happy to read them out. Yeah, 12-9-81 to 7-8-50. Charlie Curnow with 4. 2 each to Mackay, Cottrell, O'Brien, Nunes and Silvani. And 2 goals, well, stuff Freo.
Nah, don't worry about Freo. This shit.
Stuff them.
What a win. Now, like usual, we're going to just... Last week we were saying that we needed to improve in certain areas.
Yes, the Bulls paddock went to work.
And what did we do? We added someone to that Bulls paddock.
I was just going to say, yeah, look, we've got...
Well, we had that Fisher.
No piccolo pesce. Pesciolin.
The little Pesce went from the forward, he went
He's
into
gone
the middle.
from the 500
Yeah.
into
He's
the
made
Bulls
the. He's
paddock.
driven into the Bulls paddock.
And look at those, man. 143 contested clearances.
No, 143 disposals, 60
Yeah.
contested possessions,
Yeah.
32 clearances, 24 score involvements, 17 tackles, and 100 pressure acts.
Is that a record for the Bulls paddock this year? Could very well nearly be.
Well, with some of the stats, some were lower, some were higher, but it all came down to then also the way we were winning the ball, you know. But that was one. I'm going to do another one here. What was the other one?
The Great
Wall of Carlton.
Look at now, look at that. 116 disposals, marks 38, tackles 8, intercept possessions 29, and pressure acts 38. Now, the first two were up from last week.
Yep.
The bottom three were down. But why were they down?
Because the midfield actually defended.
Correct.
But look again, man, and
One
again,
at the
wait,
source.
like we did in the midfield, we added a player here.
Brody Kemp.
But the fucking system held up, didn't it? How hard is a team? The system held up, mate.
Should tell Ross Lyon that as well.
Oh, mate, yeah.
I got that receipt as well. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, that's right, that's right. Let's have a look. I've got another one. Look at this bloke. This is game high, mate. Game high. He had the 40 look, I don't know.
I like what you've done with the background there. A name in lights.
Actually, that was Dylan's been hard at work. He did
very
that
good.
with
I love
the name
that.
in lights, man.
543 metres gained, 19 pressure acts, and 13 contested.
And they're the ones, but there's a million other stats there. But
take your pick.
it was unbelievable. And I'm going to do just one more. I've worked
another
out.
one. Here we go.
No, what's this one? The French.
The Fresh Princes of Carlton. I like it. Love it.
But
Love
look
it.
at them. So I've got some stats here.
So to year to date. Is
this year?
That's year to date. Yeah, that's year to date.
22 average disposals.
A game.
4.8 contested marks, 11.2 marks, 5.7 average goals, 73 goals they've kicked between
So
them.
far between them. I'm telling you, there's nothing better. I don't care they say Geelong with their fucking hacks they got there.
I've got to write these down, mate. What have we got? The Bulls paddock.
The Bulls.
The Great Wall of Carlton.
Bulls paddock. This could become a staple as part of the Carlton community. What else have we got?
The Great Wall of
Carlton.
The Great Wall of Carlton.
The
Fresh Princes of Carlton.
Great Wall of Carlton. Hold on.
Sorry.
Not bad.
The
Fresh
Princes of Carlton.
Princes.
And the La Cinquecento.
Oh yeah, we got the La Cinquecento.
And then the La Cinquecento.
Yeah. No, that's it. And we had the Walsh one. That was a bit of an extra because he's so good. He deserved his own little graphic, didn't
We've
he?
got our 4 little things there.
Yeah, they're good.
I like that.
But hey, listen, if you look at it, we got the back, the middle, the forwards, and then like, look, we could have done. I could have done a stat on the wings.
I was going to say, we've got to find something for. We've got to find something for the wings.
Well,
it'd have to be something to do with like chickens or something.
Hey, listen, everyone in the comments, let's get a.
What can we name our wingers?
I don't know.
All right, let's figure it out.
We've got to figure out what the wingers are, but the wingers have lifted, and then I was going to say, with the Bulls paddock,
yes,
the one stat that wasn't there,
yes,
was goals.
Aha,
0 goals they kicked.
Okay, well,
but who stepped up? The wingers.
Oh, 5 goals between them. Yeah, they were fantastic.
You know what I mean? So, because, they were a little bit down, as I say, a little bit down in goals, but the wingers...
They carried the load somewhere else, and the wingers come up trumps, and they carried the load there,
So, that's it. So, what else, man? I don't know. That's it. So, there's only one more thing I've been waiting for the last 2 days.
What?
This one here.
Yeah, clap them off! Same shit every week, Bruce! It's garbage, Bruce! Absolute garbage!
We can clap them off this week.
We did clap, and we did clap them off. We were standing there cheering away.
Cominciamo la partita.
Carlton versus Fremantle. A top 6 encounter. A mouth-watering contest here we have today at Marino Stadium.
Goodness gracious me.
Harry Walsh again. Here we go. Just repeat entries. Another entry, no score. Another entry, no score. Un'altra. Again. Walsh every fucking time. He's everywhere.
Wait, before you go, did you hear the commentary? Because you would have watched the game.
Yeah.
Jonathan
Brown.
No,
I didn't watch it without commentary. No.
Oh, do you? Because Jonathan Brown said into the second quarter, he goes, "They've moved Walsh onto the ball because they need to get him into the game. And I go,
He's already had 15 disposals.
I'll tell you, have a listen to it, you'll freak out. But anyway.
I'll watch it without the commentary because I like to analyse. Well, I'll try to, but yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
Quality of entries coming in here, too shallow at the moment. And when we do get it in, we can't keep it in there. All over them, though. Tabernar pushing the back on Kemp. No, gets a cheap goal, this fraud.
That was pushed.
Yeah. The hands were in the back. Though, yeah.
Little
Two
bit weak,
action,
but anyway.
whatever you want to go, whatever. Freo going with the methodical approach here. Another entry, no score. Walsh. Freo go on the counter and find Travis Collier, the downhill skier, and he'll drill it right back over the goal umpire's head. 0-12.
Was he seen after that goal, Collier?
No. Because because we started to turn the tide. That's why.
Right.
Kennedy goals. Oh, hey, here we go again. The score review.
Oh.
And touched. And
It was it,
touched.
which it was.
Yeah. 1
No,
to 12. It was clearly touched. Can't get any scoreboard pressure here for the amount of entries we've had, and this is fucking frustrating. But it's gonna change. We just got to change the angles up here. The slender man lob marks, and he'll goal as well. 3 to 18. Mackay holding finally. It's a regulation snap here, and he'll put it through 9 to 18.
That's the one we need. Yeah. That's the start.
Steadier.
Yeah.
Start it.
And he'll open the Great Southern Bank account.
That's okay, that's it.
Quarter 2. Just got to change the angles again. I said it before, but we just got to change the angles up a little bit. Silvani smashed Spivados into the ground. Beautiful.
Loved it.
And Cripper come in and he gave him a little.
Yeah, that's it. Like, good boy. I like that.
Brother, you learn from when the Bulldogs game when Cripps smashed. I don't know who he did, but he smashed some.
Hanrahan or someone like that.
Yeah,
I don't know who
whatever.
it was.
Walsh again. Cottrell gives us some Connie's cordial mix. 16 to 19.
Nice set shot. Good
Finally,
to
Charlie gets a free. 22 to 20. Beautiful play off half-back, and Harry penetrates a pass to Nunes. Nunes in his 50th. He'll go back. Get around him, lads.
In his 200th, you mean?
200th,
yeah.
I think it was a
Newman's 50th
Sorry,
game
yes.
for the club,
Club,
I think,
yeah.
is what it was, I think. I think it might have been, wasn't it?
No, it was
I think
200.
he-
No.
No, he played 130, I think. It's about 70 he's played or something.
No,
but anyway.
Newman, I think, has played 50 for the
Oh,
club.
maybe
correct.
Newman, yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
correct.
And if you do watch it, well, you have to probably be there live. But if you watch, I was watching Newman, and he was like I think he was snuffed on the plate. And he was like, I gotta get there. He got there, and he goes, and then he's like, I'm gonna go back now. This is funny. I just thought.
At
it was
least
funny.
he went, mate.
Yeah, he
That's
got
good.
there. He got there in the end far out. Nunes again. Yeah, fucked.
God.
But that was
That
easy.
would've been-
That was easy.
It's funny, that was that moment. The guys behind us were like, he should have passed to Charlie. He should have passed out. I'm like, he should have kicked the goal, mate.
It's simple.
Should have kicked the goal.
He was 25
He
out.
was simple out, man. Oh, he was spewing. You can see it.
Cottrell over the top
Cottrell.
again to the 40-year-old virgin, 35 to 20.
Ah,
Yeah.
look at
Who's the 40-year-old virgin?
look at the smile.
O'Brien.
Oh, yeah.
What are you?
Okay.
Yeah, like I saw the book raising. Hewitt on the left. Remember when he tried to kick it in?
The turnover,
my
and we copped
God.
that goal.
Tabernar with the fucking AIDS goal, 35 to 26. Walsh. Charlie turns and he'll goal and bang. 41 to 26.
The
was a good
crowd
run.
got involved with that.
They lost it.
The crowd got
Got
involved.
it in. Charlie just marked it and he just fucking said bang around the body. How's that not 15 up? Durden tripped you green dog. He tripped him, you green maggot. Mars has gone ballistic here at half time. I flipped it.
This is when new changed.
There was this was the moment with which everything changed with his
If you've
approach.
watched Stranger Things, I went to the underworld.
Yeah.
I went to the other
You
side.
were quiet before that.
I was quiet the whole game. Like I was like
That was it. That was it.
Bro, it was blatant, man. It was. I've watched it 1,000
That
times.
was it.
It was
Then
blatant.
every
trip.
decision started getting on his nerves.
That was the time bomb.
I think Maloney Michael was trying to hold me back, and I just absolutely launching. But after the game, I did say to the people, I'm sorry.
I thought you were going to say after the game you shook the umpire's hand.
No, I had a bullet waiting for him low key.
Did you apologise to the chair?
Nah. I held it though while I punched
You
it.
did hold it while you punched it.
Anyway, quarter 3. Big quarter incoming. Walsh again. Cottrell, bang. 47 plays 26.
Beautiful finish.
I'm going to highlight that later.
Yep.
That bloke, that kid has really done some work.
He has.
Banfield lines up and drains it 48 to 38. Oh, sausage. 54 to 41.
We needed that goal.
Yeah.
Remember we said, and we go, oh no, you'll kick it, man. No, and we needed that.
Walsh and Fisher at every call here. The conning been huge. Walsh to Charlie. Charlie stays on the floor, snaps and goals. And he'll brandish the emblem. 61 plays 41. You gotta love that. He always does that.
He loves it.
He always
loves
gives
it.
it the big
Sauce.
as they say.
You know how Sauce is Carlton blood?
Yeah.
So is
Charlie.
Charlie, man.
Yeah.
That's
Just loving his football.
he loves his football, loves the club, loves the team.
Quarter 4. Carlton football here. This is what we've come to see at every game this year, but some games we haven't. But this is Carlton fucking football
That's it.
today. We've smashed them at every interval. Charlie again, 67 to 41. Mark to Charlie. No behind. Remember when you go back?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
The
but
score
he
review.
was over,
Yeah, we'll have a look. Yep,
Kemp
yep,
has
yep.
been brilliant today. The 40-year-old virgin again. Paul, stand up, Ray. 74 to 32.
That's clapping nicely. That was a sticks kick.
It was a wobbler like that.
That's how good he is. He doesn't even have to kick them that well, and they still go through.
Cripper gets slapped on the head. That's 50 your green grub. Nah. Absolutely sprayed.
Oh, mate, he copped up.
Come off the inside of his foot. This is game over. Liam Henry kicks one for Dougie, 75 to 49. Holding on Harry, for God's sake. Finally, the gods have allowed it. He'll snap and he'll goal, 81 to 49. A fantastic win, a 4-quarter effort, a 4-quarter game, and that's the best performance of the year, Blue Boys.
I was saying this best performance for years, not of the year, but definitely year, mate. That was a full performance, man. Like we wanted to see something, and I don't know what else to say about that game, man.
That was good.
It was good.
Well, what we said last week, they rectified.
They rectified, and that's a good club. Like they've bounced back again.
Yeah.
They won after a loss, but not only that. As I said, with the other wins we had, who do we have? Bloody North Melbourne.
Will come back.
Yeah, but this one was so much different than the other ones we came back. Like, as I said, we lost that first quarter in score.
Yep.
But we really...
Well,
that
we
was
dominated the quarter, though.
That was a 4-quarter
We're
performance.
just going to get on the scoreboard.
That
And
was
they
fun.
did, if you watch the game, they did change all the angles of the entries, and they got the ball more advanced.
100%.
It was the win of a team who is in the premiership hunt.
Yeah,
100%
this year. And
I
don't say that very lightly either. But you can't deny the cold hard facts that are in front of you now. It's as simple as that.
It was a mature performance, I thought.
It was, and in the fan cams, I said that it was the most.
It wasn't mature.
It was. I said it was the most satisfying performance from my point of view. And then Voss came out and said it was. Well, I watched the press conference after the fan cams, and he said it was this year's best performance. And as we said at the start of the show, to quote Vossi, it was a signature win, and that 100%. Is a win that I think it was. It could be the penny drop moment for them. I know we've had a few of those this year, but I think that win is just because it was built up so much, and we had come into the game off a loss. Which, mind you, when you go back and look at that Richmond game, it wasn't as bad as it was.
First quarter, first 40 minutes.
Yeah. So, you look back at the game, and everything that we wanted to be ticked off was tick clearances, tick tackles inside 50, tick pressure, tick stoppage intelligence was the other thing as well that I noted down too. And Voss looked very pleased after the
100%. It's Voss' signature there.
He was chuffed.
He's got his blueprint over the whole game.
Well, I mean, if you look back at his press conference against Richmond, you could see him pissed off. And the first thing he said was, he goes, conceding 74 inside 50s is not part of our brand.
Exactly.
100%.
It
goes, it was more along the lines of, well, I expect our boys to be better at the contest.
100%.
And he obviously would have asked the midfield to... But they had to lift.
Yeah, but we said that last week. Like, that's why we lost last week.
Yes.
And
100%.
They lifted. And you know what's funny? Did you hear Walsh after the game?
Yeah, I did.
What did he say? I didn't hear.
He said something along the lines of, right, we had to lift the midfield pressure.
of course.
We discussed it, you know what I mean, and we had to lift.
It's the way he speaks too.
Oh, no,
It's
he
all
speaks
team,
very
like I know, like they all do it now, but he's so well spoken for.
Yeah,
a
100%.
21-year-old,
We
and
weren't
it's all-
happy about the
Yeah, they
midfield,
just
you know,
weren't.
like we had to
Oh,
lift
they
that
were
pressure.
horrible.
And also then they asked him about the 76 entries into the thing, and he goes, yeah, that was like, he blamed
was
the
on-
midfield.
it was on the midfield,
It was on the
yeah.
midfield, and he goes, you know, that was our responsibility, you know, we
Yeah, of
shouldn't have
course.
never let that happen. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Didn't Carlton like play, didn't they have like an extra man behind too? I'm pretty
ball,
sure they
or up
dropped
at the
someone back.
contest.
I reckon, back in defence. I reckon they kept dropping someone back.
Where was this against in this
Nah,
game
this
against
game
Fremantle?
Here, this game here.
Yeah, I think there were at
times.
times.
Yeah.
But not the whole game.
Nah, not
It's
the whole
called
game.
for. It's called for.
Yeah.
But then there's also a time where, if you're on top, you've just got to equalise numbers
100%,
and
yeah.
continue with the momentum and not play.
But
that
they
defensive
definitely
style.
went back and helped. That,
Yeah,
that defence.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely at that defence.
But I don't think. Well, it wasn't even a fact that they had to go back and do that either, because like you look, mate, we smashed them,
yeah.
44-30 at clearances. You know, it was a complete
Centre
domination.
clearances.
You know,
Some of
centre
those-
clearances,
14-5.
14-5.
What
centre
was it the week
clearances.
before? I mean, like, if
Oh, we were
were
dominated.
we got hammered last week.
Just-
If
just
But the
stoppages.
last few weeks we've been hammered.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, no, yeah. Richmond we were hammered. Essendon we were not great, and
Collingwood.
Collingwood even that battle out.
yeah.
Yep.
They even that battle out.
If I go
So
back
And we should have beaten all three.
See, if I go back to the
convincingly, I
Richmond
think.
game, it was the complete opposite. It was, it's 13-9, but
Yeah.
still, it's like, that's our bread and butter.
correct.
That's what
we
I mean.
do.
We should never be
We
beating
should be
them.
winning that. So,
And we didn't.
And you know what? Just a fantastic performance all round, and it goes back to what I've been saying for God knows how long. Source at the where all the
cold
passages
place.
of play begin.
Yeah.
That's where you have to win. That's the
100%.
area of the ground you have to win. Whether that stoppage is at full back, whether it is a centre stoppage, whether it is a stoppage across your flanks, half forward and half back, whether it's a stoppage across the wings. You've got, because all that's a flow-on effect.
Of course.
It's all a flow-on effect. So, and then for us to dominate clearances around the ground as well,
Yeah.
we got belted at those
which we
last
got
Yeah,
flogged
and that's
at
the
last
thing.
week. We got smashed
I
at.
don't, we were saying, did we ever win one?
Yeah, oh, mate, it was
Yeah, that's
ridiculous.
right.
There was a
Did
point
we
where
win one?
Richmond were winning all of them
Yeah.
and just gaining all the territory.
My biggest one, and I know, this is like, fucking my personal gripe, is when you can't hit 25-metre targets, but
Yeah.
we went at, 83% overall the whole
That
game.
we were discussing this before.
Yeah.
83%.
The conditions allow you to do that.
I know
obviously.
that, but when's
You
the
still
last
gotta
time
do
you-
it.
Yeah.
You still got to
personally,
hit them.
I
No,
don't
of
really
course,
see
yeah.
83% for Carlton. You know, it
83,
means they're working
that's a
harder
team
too.
thing, man.
They're working harder for each other to
Yeah.
open up the ground,
And
which
you-
makes it easier to make those
Yeah.
passes.
And
so.
Jack buggered up that kick in the first
Yeah,
term when he was
look, but
coming
it's there.
inside.
It's definitely
But the
there.
kick's there.
Yeah.
It's just the execution.
And
the
I
thing
actually-
is,
yeah,
you
that's
can't
right.
be deterred by that. If
no.
if
I
that
like
happens
that.
one
It's just
time,
you got to hit that. You know what I mean?
if that happens one time where you turn over
Yeah,
conceded
1 out
goal,
of
you
10,
don't
1
stop
out-
doing it.
Nah.
You do not stop doing
I
it.
actually didn't mind that. Because
Bloody oath.
I was sitting up the top in the first part, and then I heard some Carlton boys going, what the
But
fuck?
the thing
and I
is-
just said, man, like I was talking loud so they could hear me,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
talking to myself, I'm
But
going, mate.
the thing
He
is,
missed the target.
you-
That was it. But the
you want him-
intention was right,
Correct.
mate.
You want him to do it in the first quarter, and not when you're chasing the game when you're 40 points
100%.
down against Richmond.
Set
But don't
the
we
tone.
want him to do that?
Go early.
But you're not going to hit every single one. Every once in a while, you're going to miss one. You
But
know.
that's how you win. That's
Yeah,
how
you
you
win
win
footy.
games.
That's the
taking
way
those
we
kicks.
win it too.
Correct.
We play this brand of football, man. Now we go through the middle if we can. We hit that target and then we go
when it's
quick,
on, it's
mate.
on. When it's not, it's not.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
No, I loved it.
Fantastic performance. The tackled inside 50 count was 14-1 at one stage in
Yeah.
the first
First
half.
half, yeah.
It's manic. That's absolutely manic, and it ended up being 17-6 in our favour.
100%.
That was
During the game.
That was another gripe of ours as well.
100%.
Couldn't keep the ball in.
100%.
No tackles
Well,
inside.
it's amazing how those two metrics of clearances and winning the ball at the
You win
source
them, then you win the game.
and tackles inside 50 all spike up,
And you win.
and you win.
It's
Easily.
It's easy.
It was an
It's
easy win. Comprehensive win, I thought.
Easy.
Probably should have won by more.
We should have won by more.
Well, but now okay. So where does this leave us? So the all people, not that I really rate these opinions, but AFL media is the biggest threat to Melbourne is Sydney.
Are they?
Okay, we come out and beat them comprehensively, right? Win. Next one. The biggest threat to Melbourne is Fremantle.
Oh, Fremantle.
We've come out and beaten them.
And Fremantle have proven they can't play in Melbourne.
Easily.
No, they can.
Yeah. Well, not against us.
Not against us, no. But they can.
Yeah.
And, okay.
Brisbane more, sorry.
Right. Oh, mate. That's who I was just going to get to next.
The Brisbane can't play, sorry.
Who's the next threat to Melbourne? Brisbane. What happened to Brisbane? Mind you, they didn't have Zorko and Bailey.
Bailey,
but Melbourne didn't have Gawn, who's probably their most important player.
Everyone's got injuries. Well, we've proved it all year.
So who's the next threat?
They're gonna, they're gonna say Geelong.
Yeah, they'll say Geelong.
They'll say Geelong.
And I will guarantee you this.
I will
guarantee you this.
I want that.
I will guarantee you this. What happens on Friday night? I know we've got our eyes on that, but I guarantee you this: the trend of the year, all these teams that have come up and been a threat to Melbourne, we have come out and done them over.
And we've done Melbourne.
And I'll tell you now, we will do over Geelong in 2 weeks' time.
I believe it.
You can take. I'll tell you now. Take that 100%. And lock it in.
But I'm going to just be devil's advocate here.
Yes.
We have to earn that right.
Yeah, you got to beat those teams.
Are we earning that right?
We are slowly, but it means nothing.
That's correct.
If we don't get there, like we could lose the next 5 and then you're nowhere, or you could lose straight sets out of the thing. Whatever. What I'm saying is, the reason people are saying that, really, we're finishing last the last 5 years or whatever.
But that's done.
Yeah.
It's done.
I know.
Forget about it.
In our eyes, it's done, but in other people's eyes, they've still got that question mark over.
But slowly, they're gaining it. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
Are they legit? Well, we're getting the runs on the board.
You don't blame people for thinking that, but that's all right. We've got our own agenda, man. We've got our own. We don't care, man. Like, we'll move forward.
But the thing is, I don't care what they say.
No.
Good. I hope they don't mention us. Good. Fly under the radar, because if we can finish top 4 and.
Or you know what's going to happen? I'm going to do the Ange Chris too, right? When we get it. A little bit of a star when we get you, mate. Don't worry.
Man, we're playing some.
Let's have a look at. I've got some clips here that we can discuss the game.
Okay,
right?
yeah, all right, yeah. We love doing this. Yep.
Look at this first one.
Yep. Let's look.
Does play on now with a low.
Who's this?
This little fisher. Look at the little.
Go on the floor.
One.
He's on the floor.
2.
Track
And back to Brody.
Where is he? Okay, yeah, I've got
Floor,
him.
he's got up.
I've got him. I see him.
He gives it to Fife, who's had a quiet
Oh.
day and can't finish off.
It's
Awesome.
just that, like, just
Gives
like
that
he's
little bit
on
of
the
a
floor,
pressure,
but enough. He goes past everyone.
100%.
Gets off the floor and goes past everyone to nearly just lay enough pressure on the kick.
And you missed that. And I'm telling you, it's those second and third efforts by everyone. And before you go to the next one, Harry's last goal, right, was a tackle.
Yep.
He's on the ground.
He's got his shorts.
And he grabbed him
Griffin
and he got a
Logue,
tackle and he got a goal.
Yeah.
And if you look at Harry's game...
That was a squirrel grip, that one.
But if you look at Harry's game, he only scored 2 goals.
But the thing is, around
he worked
the
hard,
ground
mate.
all day.
He kept presenting.
He won't get in your votes, but if you just watch his game...
I'm telling you, I was impressed with his game,
How many packs did he smash?
That's what I mean. Like, he kept presenting, and because of that, Curnow got 4 goals. You know what I mean? That's why they're the princes of bloody Carlton. They're the fresh princes, you know. Let's have a look at this next one.
All right, what have we got here?
Oh, look at this. Walsh. Now, I love this bit. What's this? News. Now, look at this. Turns around. Nah.
It's a nice kick to advantage as well. You can't stop that.
And bang. You get pumped when you see that. But it's just smart football.
Wasn't it? Because now he would have gone for goal.
Wait. So everyone we'll rewind back to the Collingwood game.
Yeah.
Now, what was Walsh doing in that instance? He was blazing
He was
away
charging,
for goals.
Correct.
He saw the open man.
100%.
He gave it to him.
And then Newman saw the open man and he went for him instead of blazing for
So
goal.
he lowered the eyes. He had to dart around quickly, assessed all options, went bang, boom.
And look at that, the way he was leading, Charlie led to
learner.
the open. You just see there was no Harry around there. Like they've opened up.
He didn't lead to the open.
No.
Nunes
kicked it to
kicked it.
it was
exactly. But you're right, he kicked it in space. Fucking
they created the space and he kicked it out in front of him, which is perfect.
But that's what you got to do to your forwards.
it.
Make them lead to the space. Make the kick lead to the space, you know what I mean?
It's
So,
superb, man. Let's have a look at this next one. This one we're going to love.
Cottrell.
The Cottrell.
Oh, mate.
Now watch this, man.
Mate. Here we go, over the
Straight
top.
from behind.
Back to Cottrell. Steady. 35 metres out. Wonderful stuff. Brilliant. I flipped it at that goal. I did that one. I did that one.
That was a good goal.
But he did that, was it last week when he ran the whole length
of the
again,
pitch.
right?
Yeah.
He almost did it there. He was involved, right? He took the handball and he kept running, and he's quick, man.
Yeah, his top
And he
speed
kept
on the track
running
is
and
huge.
32.
Yeah.
It's like 30s.
They're second efforts, mate, by these kids, mate. Like, it wasn't like a handball and my job's done.
Go
Yeah.
again.
Go again.
That's called buy-in.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
What's this one? Harrington Hughes.
Oh, this is just
Same
a gorgeous
thing.
pass.
This is the same
Look at the
thing.
presenting.
Look at this. He's ready. He's going to
Into
go.
the space.
Boom.
Bang.
That's exactly where he goes.
Yeah, but wingers aren't important. Yeah, wingers aren't important though.
And again, those
Kicked
wingers,
5 goals.
they learned from the Collingwood game.
100%.
Keep
When
your
they got
wits.
sucked into the ball.
Remember we were saying, weren't they getting
Hold
sucked
your
in?
It's
Oh,
it's called the pep vacuum.
Yeah.
So the theory is that especially when you're a wide player, if there is a continual contest, stoppage and contest, and the ball is on the other side of the pit,
You want to get involved, don't you?
Your
your
eyes,
eyes,
you gravitate towards the ball.
your reflex.
Yeah,
What you're looking at is what you're attracted to,
like
and
gravity.
you're looking at the ball. It's like gravity.
It's pulling you in.
It's
yeah.
almost subconsciously.
Yeah, you
It's
just
pulling
think,
you
oh,
up.
it's there, and like you don't, because you're not paying attention to it, like the lines of the
That's right.
pitch. Yeah?
Exactly. You're
So you just go,
involuntarily
And that's-
moving.
that's
It's like
exactly
when you
right.
watch under 10s, all the kids they just
Yeah,
go
they
to-
just they all want the ball. That's right.
they'll
That's right.
So the hardest thing to do is to hold that width.
Yeah, that's right.
And O'Brien's runs as well, like cause Fremantle
Nah, he's
defence
been running
chaos.
like a million miles, man. It's unbelievable. Like some of his runs that he did, right, that he was like in defence.
Just
And then,
decoy.
nah, he's doing good. And look, let's have a look at this next one. This is
handball
just,
chain. Oh,
this is
what's
a
this
handball
one? I haven't
chain. Like,
seen
look,
this one. Well,
they
obviously.
just bang, you know, they just kept looking for someone, you know.
Around the body. Pushed it away by Clark.
Again, and then again.
Nice finish there from Fisher.
Smart.
Really good finish.
So there was
Get
a
the
handball,
blades
and
away.
see the way they're like, if you look at all their contests, they set themselves up beautiful this week.
Yep.
They were there all in the right positions. They weren't getting sucked in. There was that out, you know,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
handball
correct.
out. And then again, Fisher, like we saw Harry do it, we saw Walsh do it, we've seen every single one doing it. They've lowered their eyes and they found the player.
I think
mate.
the best player at that draw, that handball and draw, is George Hewitt.
Yeah.
So his ability to get the ball at stoppage and then draw in a tackler, take the contact, and then dish the handball off is what opens up
100%,
everything.
yeah. 100%,
So
yeah. He
he's
draws
sort
them
of-
in, and he's got that extra second to draw everyone in and then open up the play.
So he's not a pure inside midfielder.
Yeah.
The pure inside midfielders in our team are Cripps. You would say Cripps and Kennedy.
Kennedy.
Even Chera to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Well,
Chera's
and we
inside
found
out
that
like
at-
Hewitt.
How much
Similar to
he goes in,
Hewitt.
yeah.
But Chera's more your finisher.
More cleaner.
Chera's more your finisher. Hewitt's more the guy that links up inside to his inside link. That's Hewitt. Out.
Yeah.
Outlet, and I love the way Sam Walsh was sweeping around the back of stoppage and then through.
There you go.
And it was an integral role that he played
Oh.
head to head against Brayshaw, and he showed them all up really.
Smashed them. He
Showed up
smashed them all.
Brody, showed up Brayshaw, showed up Sarong, showed them all up. And I thought Cripper as well was at his industrious best.
That's a good word to
28
say.
pressure acts, 22 disposals, got in and under.
100%.
Was the performance of a captain, like
100%.
not an
Gritty.
actual real like
Gritty, just gritty.
Yeah,
Gritty.
yeah.
Down and dirty.
Well,
Yeah.
there was one, I can't remember what passage of play was. The ball was there was a Fremantle player, and he come running in, and he gave him a hip and shoulder
Yep.
and knocked him. Do you remember that bit?
Yeah, I
But
do.
he just the
do
strength of him and just the way he come in, just pushed him out of the way, the
His
presence, and then
presence,
picked up the ball and gave out the handball. He's at his best at the moment.
Yeah,
I
he is.
actually want to give kudos to TDK.
Well, here's the other one.
wowee.
That between that, I don't know.
I want to put him and Kemp in the same bracket.
100%.
Because I thought all-star
At one
TDK,
stage
but
between the second and third quarter there, he won like 3 or 4 tap outs, right, where he was just hitting a midfielder.
On the
down
tip.
their throat, yeah.
Mate, it was
But
really
it's his
real.
work around the ground.
Yeah,
as well.
and
It's
then
got
the
it better. It's elevated. It's got
The
another
mark.
His presence.
What about the mark?
Oh,
The
mate.
one grab mark. The kid's going to be... Look, we don't want to kill him.
No,
You know what I mean?
But the
Because-
game will. Like, the game's brutal, you know?
Yeah.
You know, but he
So that's
just
why it'd be
keeps
good to
standing
get
up.
like the Pit in there just to give him a little bit of
Yeah,
a
and then
But-
he could have more of an influence
Yeah.
because he'd be
Oh.
fresher. But it's funny, his
was
marking
good.
gets better as the game goes on.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Which is a
We
real
got a
weird
few
thing.
of the best markers in the competition.
I thought, like, all right, if you look at the touches and all that, he's equal with Darcy. But I thought he beat him on the day.
Oh, he
I
did.
personally thought he beat him. He did more around the... He's more impactful.
Was it that one where he's tapped it to Hewitt and he kicked off into Kerno?
Yeah, in the middle of the ground.
But
yeah.
I think he missed the
No,
goal.
Kerno missed the goal.
It was in it to
No,
Durden
no,
in the
there was
middle,
one
or
where
Kennedy?
he just
To the
tapped-
right of us.
Yes.
And Kerno missed the goal.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
It
one
was
there
surging
was
out. It was
that
the third
if
turn.
they don't show that,
Yeah.
is that textbook, mate. Just bang,
Yeah.
bang, bang. It was.
But there
beautiful.
was a couple of times where he got it out of the ruck and he kicked it.
Yeah.
He can grab it out of the
Yeah,
ruck
that was
too.
what the Durden one
That
was
the
then,
Durden
and then
one.
he
Yeah,
kicked it to
correct,
Sauce.
yeah. There was also another bit of play. I know we didn't show it, but there was a O'Brien defensive bit of play. So he had it on the half forward. He got the kick out and he shanked the kick.
Yeah.
And it went back down the other end on the other side of the ground. But he ran all the way back.
It was that one-on-one.
Yeah,
he
correct.
didn't really spoil it, but he just
enough.
got
He
there.
did enough. He
He
did
just
enough.
got there.
And
you know?
that's, again, the buy-in.
Second effort.
It's all the buy-in, though.
Yeah.
It's just the
100%.
buy-in. They all want to work for each other.
100%.
And you know what I love? This is what I love. And we'll get to Kemp just after this, is when Harry kicks a goal, Kerno's like, he's fucking happy.
he's wrapped
and when
for it.
Kerno kicks a goal, Harry, he loves it.
100%.
You know, there's a lot of forwards out there and like, oh, whatever.
No, you could see they really go
and
up
they're
to
like
each other.
selfish. But,
Yeah.
Well,
it's good to see.
The onus is that it's their forward line to control.
Correct.
It is.
But you don't see that. Like a lot of forwards, they're selfish
We have
pricks.
got the 2 best forwards in the business at the
Oh,
moment.
yeah.
I'm telling
Well,
you.
one's leading the Coleman and one was a Coleman medal winner from last year. And he could arguably be leading the Coleman if it wasn't for his injury.
Yeah, he had a few injuries in there, but Kerno's taken goals away from him.
Yes, I know.
But you know what else
good,
I
though.
noticed? Like, he's small, Kerno, compared to
Oh,
Harry.
Harry's-
isn't he?
Harry's
like, when he's
203 centimetres.
204
Yeah, I know.
centimetres and
He's
104
kilos.
kilos.
Freight train.
Nah, he's huge, man.
I told you what
Yeah.
Dom said about them. He sounds like a rhino charging towards you, and Charlie, you don't know he's coming.
Peter
Nah,
Pan.
man, I'm
But
fucking-
Kemp, mate. Anyone that slams this fucking kid, seriously, I'm going to say they
I
can
was
go
a
get
bit-
fucked.
No,
Now,
fuck.
Played, how
now-
many games he played?
That was
6?
his 6th or 7th
6,
game.
yeah,
Now,
I
this
think.
is... Okay, now...
All right,
This
he's
is,
gonna.
this is
All right,
it.
now listen.
When I do the double hand with the pen in my hand, you know something's about to happen, and I'm about to have a go at someone or
All right,
something.
let's go.
Now,
You don't need to name the person.
I don't need to name anybody. I'm not. No, it's this. Now, this is me just educating people.
Yeah.
Right. Now, people said that Brody Kemp's form in the VFL has been up and down and up and down. No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't.
Well, you've been watching it more closely than
Mate,
a
I
lot
watch
of
these
people.
things 24/7. You know this is what I do. This is for my work, for everything.
That's right.
I don't understand where people got this idea that Kemp was no good against the Western Bulldogs last week. You know, he wasn't great against Essendon. But do people actually watch the game at all? At all?
They're going to play their roles, don't they?
Well, but you know what people? Again, they just get their eyes get attracted to the
stats.
numbers.
That's what I mean.
It's all numbers to people. So if they don't watch the game, they'll go look at his stats and go, "Oh, you had 5 touches."
But it's not
Go
that.
watch the game.
They think that a defender loses 2 one-on-one battles or whatever, and they think, oh no, that's it. God, I know.
You're gonna lose the greatest lose one-on-one battles every time.
Correct. Now, what has been a big thing for me, and I continue to mention it. I've mentioned it a few times on podcasts and stuff that I've been invited to. I've also mentioned it on Twitter, and I mentioned it here too. Is that his positioning as a backman had been great.
Yep.
In the games, you know, and his positioning as well. It's not necessarily about the positioning to defend. The ball coming in that one-on-one battle. It's to stifle the opposition upfield, to put doubt in their mind, to think, well, oh shit, he's positioned himself here.
I can't kick it there, or I can't do that.
And that's the thing as well. And that is what I saw in the North Melbourne game at Icon Park about a month and a half, 2 months ago that I called.
Yeah.
It was the first thing I noticed. He only had 9 touches in that game.
I actually remember you saying that.
Yes. He only had 9 touches in the game, and people would look at the thing and they go,
no, of course not.
That's no good. But you got to look back at the game. We dominated that game from the stoppages, so he was naturally not going to have many touches. But on transition, North Melbourne could do nothing because he was the one positioned down there. I will also say that he had been slung forward at stages, which he was in the Essendon game.
This is the other thing,
It messes with the psyche a little bit.
Not that, but he knows that that's his role, though, at the moment.
Correct,
He's going to be needed at either end whenever we need him.
To do it, of course.
Don't forget, too, last year, he played some important... Well, when we saw him down back playing that intercept role, I think it was against North or against Gold Coast, towards the back end of the year, right? I thought, geez, mate, this bloke's got something about him.
Yeah.
And I actually thought he was going to be the intercept player to play alongside Wiedering.
That march back
and the likes. Yeah, I thought he was going to be the bloke. And
key position.
You'll see in Paul's call later.
Well, we've had a couple of other players who have stepped up, who have kind of like...
He's deceptively quick.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, he
was big.
blind turning and like going through and...
Yeah, he'll get there. He'll get there. He'll give you everything.
Well,
And he grows into the game as well. As the game goes on, he just grows.
Well, I was going to say that I was surprised.
But from the word go, he was good, mate.
And impressed because he got beaten a couple of times at the start, right? Because the bloke's like 300 fucking metres.
Tabernar,
right? So how hard is it going to be? But he got beaten now. You either go back in your shell and you go, man, I've been beaten, or you step up.
He smashed him the whole game.
Yes.
For the rest of the game, he did.
Yes.
He smashed him.
That is the sign of a good player.
100%.
Player who's developed as well and backs in his ability. And
he
it's
did a
also
couple of little things.
Taking the game on, stepping through trouble. But he's got that.
The feint.
And he's gone up for Mark of the Year a couple of times as well.
He did.
Wasn't he playing in the midfield as a like I know he's playing, but he went through the midfield.
I made the mistake earlier.
I'm not saying he was playing predominantly there, but I'm just saying he went through there.
I made the mistake earlier of saying, why are we playing him in key positions? He's a midfielder. And then I look back, I'm like, no, he's not a midfielder. But he probably can potentially go through there and play that role if we ever need him.
Versatile. But I can't stand people that just smack. Bro, it's a key position play.
I reckon he did great,
17 disposals at 100%.
Yeah.
And I love that little bit of play late in the last quarter where he just nudged Tabernar under it. And
that was a great...
How good was that, mate? How good was that?
A belt.
And even the mark that Tabernar took in the second term where he kicked that snap, he was almost... Kemp was like right up him. Like right... And that's what you love. Even in those moments that he takes those marks, Kemp was still right there behind him. And, that was the area of concern going into the game. What exactly was it?
From the outside.
The outside people are looking at it and going, this is our concern.
Us
but
that
again,
watch it every week, no, it wasn't.
No.
We knew where the problems lied.
Kemp and May are the same height.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's not... I mean, look, height,
May's
obviously...
a bit
more
weight.
bulkier, obviously.
You've
You've got to have this, though.
100%.
All right, well, he might be 7-8 centimetres taller than me, but what can I do
100%.
to nullify that?
100%.
And what can my boys... And the midfield would have been with him saying, look, mate, boy, we know that you can defend, but we've got to be the ones who keep that ball up. But that's from all the back... That's from all our defenders, too. I also want to big up... he hasn't copped any... I don't think he's got any praise at all this season. Aaron Hamill.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Defensive coach.
And I was the first one to go, what are we getting a forward to coach our defence, man? I'm telling you. Because they have... It's the system.
Yeah.
Because every week we put... In the last 3 weeks, have we put a new player each week?
Basically. Almost been every week.
But what I keep saying...
I don't think we've ever had an unchanged side throughout the year.
We've still got 3 of the best defenders back there. Like in Young, Doherty and Sard. Right? All right, so now we'll put the others 2 to fill in those gaps. But far out, if any other side had 3 All-Australians, which they're pretty close to being, I wouldn't say, look, maybe Young. But anyway, close enough. Mate, they'll be wrapped.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think
They're airborne.
Lewis Young's had
And then you got
44
Newman
spoils in the last 3 games. Newman was good again.
I'm telling you, he's holding his and Plowman probably wasn't his best game.
I didn't mind Plowman.
No, but I'm saying he's doing his job, man. No, it's
The less you talk about Plowman, you know he's playing good football.
no, he's still good.
Playing good football, man. And they all are, though.
He's probably the one that's going to miss out, though. I think he'll be dropped for Wiedering.
Maybe. We'll see how we go. Yeah, of
I
course.
think
Of course. If
Kemp was as
Good
good,
enough to
as
say.
good defensively as Plowman and better going forward.
look,
It just works on the stylistic, like,
if
yeah,
either-
they
yeah,
got
of
up
course.
front.
Correct.
if either one gets dropped, I can understand
Well, it doesn't
why,
matter.
and it doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter.
And that's what's good. Hey, listen, premierships are won with great defences, right?
Of course.
And I'm telling you, our defence is as good as I've seen
Oh, mate, for the past 25 years.
since '95,
100%.
where we had like all stars. I'm
100%.
telling you, that defence
It's
is
not,
as
I
strong.
remember back in the day, it was just one good defender, like
Yes.
Jamo.
Like the Jamo, we had did the interview. Like we used to go, Jamo was gone with his
Imagine
fuck.
Jamo in this team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
To
Oh,
quote,
Jamo
to
be
quote
done.
Jacob Wiedering, forwards sell memberships, defenders win premierships.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
So,
And the other thing you were saying about Kemp just quickly, and you were saying, oh, you know, yeah, people going, he only had a few possessions. Who's been our greatest defender in the history of Carlton?
Sauce.
No. Well, yeah, Sauce. But also Bruce Daw, right?
Oh, Daw, sorry. Yeah,
Daw,
sorry.
right? Yeah. He would have like 4 possessions and be best on ground.
Yeah. Spoils, knocks, taps.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1%.
Well, what are we saying then? So now Kemp's kind of like, you know, like doing the same sort of thing, and the people are going like, oh,
sorry,
it's not
to use
about
this phrase,
the-
but people get stiffies over stats. Oh, he got like May
What
gets
the fir-
30 possessions.
that's the
Oh,
first
look
thing.
how great he was.
well, that's the first thing
Yeah,
people
but how
talk
many
about.
did his opponent kick?
Yeah, that's
You
right.
know what I mean?
No,
So, and I just want to, if you go back to the, just quickly, before the game, if you go to the full thing on KO, the Howard?
Mark Howard.
Mark Howard, sorry.
yeah.
He was talking to Harry Mackay before the game.
Yes,
Just
yes.
giving a little bit of insight on how he kicks his goals and, you know, how he trains it and, you know.
The snaps and all
yeah,
that.
and
Yeah,
all that. So go back and watch that and, you know, he'll give you a little sight into his mind.
Michael Voss says if it's not
Mate,
rehearsed, don't do it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
all
no, that's
working, mate. So,
Well,
He'd
and
be
that's
doing
exactly
it
what
5
he
days
said.
a week.
That's exactly what he said.
mate, I'm confident when he goes for the snap. So, you know.
Doesn't matter.
I can't stand
You're
when
old school. Most people are old school.
Yeah, I know
For
that,
me,
but-
whatever
I
works,
mean,
mate.
when people start going at the footy, I can't stand it. What about if it's the last second in the game, whatever? Don't worry, you'll know. You know, you got to kick goals. One of Coleman, for God's sake.
No, look, it's all working.
Whatever
It's all
works.
working.
Whatever works.
It's all. Do you know what I don't like?
What?
When they're like 10 metres in front and they go, I don't get that bit there, but if it's working, I just don't get it. Like, come on, man, you should be able to kick. I can understand from the angles.
You go back to Casbold, he used to miss him right
Yeah,
in front
well,
of the drop
well,
punt.
he- I suppose
a lot
Then
of-
he started doing snaps as well.
Yeah. Well, everyone is, man. Since,
yeah.
No, no.
Now, I just made a
no.
little list of players as well, but I mean, I think we've mentioned them all. But
Let's go.
look, it's you know what? It was all the names that
That
you
aren't.
don't really like.
I
I said
know.
O'Brien, Cottrell, Nunes, TDK, Young, Kemp, and I love JSOS's game.
Oh, yeah.
10 marks,
He kills himself.
14 touches.
He actually kills himself.
Provides an
He's gonna-
outlet as a
He's going to
leader.
hurt himself. He's going to, like,
The
do
quicker
damage.
Mark Pitternet can come back, the better. Because
Yeah.
you just get another addition to that forward line, that half-forward link that we miss. He kills himself.
Yeah, he's a great outlet on the lead.
He's making his own name.
Yep. He is indeed. I thought he
He's
was.
been
I thought he
awesome.
was great.
But
He's a
again, those
make-up
are the.
player
I
again.
mean, like in our eyes, they're the bottom. What? You
Yeah.
know, 6, 7, 8
Yeah,
players.
but they are.
But Lockie O'Brien doesn't get contested possessions.
Shut up. Man.
But they are. They are the bottom.
Well, they're the bottom.
And they're
The
good.
bottom 6, 7, 8, 9 players. They're
And
the bottom.
we've been-
and how long we've been saying it for?
We've been saying for years, man. Like, if the bottom 6 are shit, you're
They
not
were
going
they are
anywhere,
the
man.
bottom.
Now that bottom 6
Just do your job.
will make it in not all
Will
teams.
they help you to get to the top 4?
No, well, they'll get in a lot of teams, that bottom 6.
Close to it, week in, week out.
Yeah, and that's what you want. No,
Good
like
on 'em.
who
Something is brewing.
played bad?
No one.
No one.
No
No
one
one.
really. Well, see,
They
even
genuinely-
Josh Honey caused a bit of chaos in that
Yeah,
forward
yeah.
line
Tackled and
because he's running through those
The patterns, correct.
through those forward 50 stoppages. His direct running
Hard.
through the stoppages causes
Yeah.
Fremantle's defence to be chaotic, and they don't know
even
what's
though
going to
Motley
happen.
didn't kick goals, he still tackled. I think
Five
he had 5
tackles.
I
tackles.
think, he started well, man. He did a couple
No.
of runs at the start. Like, you know about Motlop?
If you
He's
think-
exciting,
Yeah,
mate.
He's
he's
a baby,
something,
mate.
yeah.
He's still a baby.
People
like
like
him.
you, if they smash him, man, I'll come for you.
Yeah.
I'll come for anyone that smashes somebody that's like 15 games, 50 games or less. Man,
No,
they're
give him a
still
go.
learning their trade,
No,
man.
I thought he was good. And even with Honey, like you were saying, Honey, yeah, first game in the
Plenty
big
of
league
upside for
ages.
Josh Honey. Plenty of upside.
Well,
He's
they
the
still
Martin
gave you
replacement.
something,
He's in
though.
next week, guaranteed, I tell you. And
What
next
did
week,
always do? He's calf.
Yeah, tight calf in the warm-up.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
They didn't want to risk it. Fair
Yeah.
enough. Got the replacements there, so use it.
Honey's kicking 2 next week.
I reckon he will as well. Yeah,
No,
there was enough there that I liked for him.
Penciled in. Well, he had that one shot, which
He's
was
dynamic.
way off.
He's
you know, like-
dynamic. He'll give you something. He'll give you something
give a
good.
bit of confidence here. Nah, man. Let's,
More upside than well, obviously Jack Martin doesn't have upside.
next week we
anymore.
got like Wiedering coming back. Chera's got to
Possibly.
come back. Possibly.
But yeah.
But still, the next
Gerald
few
will be
weeks we
back.
got
That
Chera.
part, Gerald, big addition.
100%. 100%. You
Good
put
luck.
Chera into
All
that.
I've got to say is good luck
I'm
to
telling
Dylan
you,
Howard.
the Saints, man.
And, Callum Wilkie, I think. I'm not sure.
Oh,
They need
that's
name tags next week.
The 2 backmen, mate. They're sleeping with the lights on this week.
We got
man.
votes?
Yeah,
Or
we'll
do you
do
want
the
to say
votes.
anymore?
I don't think so. No, I think we've
I
covered
mean,
all
we can
bases,
talk
yeah.
about Walsh, but we don't have to.
Oh, we haven't even spoken about him. a lot.
No, because he just does what he
Walsh
does.
is Walsh.
Well, we did. We showed the graphic.
What
with
did you say?
Silent killer.
Silent killer.
He's just an
He's
extreme.
been
dominant.
Actually,
The thing
He
is, though,
we'll be
dominated
talking
that
about
game.
Walsh because I've got other things to say and all this
but
other
he has
stuff
been
here.
doing that all year, just quietly in the
He's
background.
been doing it for 2 years.
That was the biggest
right?
impact on a game
3
he's had
years,
this year.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah.
That was
Well,
the
he has
biggest
been doing it
impact.
for 3 years.
3 years
From
been
day
doing it
one.
for.
Biggest impact he's had on a game in
This year.
2022.
Yeah.
100%.
Phenomenal.
100%. But it was I was saying before, it was this mature, like it was a different game.
Yeah.
It was like, it was
He's
just
a man in a kid's body.
Yeah, it was just a mature. I know he's done it many times, but it was just this mature. He took over. They played
He
him
did
from
take
the.
over.
He
Yeah.
did.
Like that first quarter, he was everywhere.
Oh.
I mean, I know we weren't killing it on the scoreboard.
In the
but
second,
in
you
the
know, in second he got
again.
16.
And he just turned it up.
Yeah.
I mean, the third quarter kind of lulled a bit. Then in the fourth quarter, he just go, all right, give me the ball now.
He loved it and got 10.
Yeah.
You
You
know?
know, like, the blokes are going, and
What is it,
because
21, nearly 22.
22.
no, if he's not the best player, like the best
Under 22 player.
under 22, I was
He
thinking of
is
his
the
age. Yeah,
best.
under
He
20.
is the
No,
best.
he is.
Yeah.
He
By
is
far.
the best one.
By far. He's thankful he's
Not
mature.
even just saying it because it's Carlton. You know how I'm an unbiased. Like,
Well, people talk about.
he's like people go, oh yeah, he's a gun, he's a freak, he's a star. Everyone's a star in this competition.
Yeah.
He's a genuine star. Superstar.
100%.
He is a superstar.
When he finishes, he'll be one of the best players to play the game.
Yeah,
And people
100%.
talk about Bailey Smith and all that, and all good players, right? When they're not on the gear, right? They're all good players, right? Right?
He doesn't need the gear there. He is the gears.
You can say whatever you want about all these players. Sam Walsh is fucking head and shoulders above because he's week in, week out, does the hard work. Yeah, but they kick that goal, they fucking run around, their bloody big hair and that, you know, whatever. No, man.
Rosie takes some mark. Look
Yeah, I
at
know.
Rosie.
Oh, he kicked it really well. Shut up, stupid, mate. This is mate, in and out
Body
every
of
week,
work.
mate.
Body of work. And
He does his job, mate. You know what he does? You know what he does? He clocks in, mate. He just clocks in, mate.
Overtime and everything.
Clocks back out and goes, mate.
As the great Andy Tate says, I'll put in a shift. I'll put in a shift.
That's it. He puts in the shift.
He is far out. We're lucky to have him. Thank God we finished last that year.
Oh, mate. And wasn't there word that they wanted to give away for Furka?
No, there was people
was
in the
never-
media
nah,
saying,
that's
"Oh,
just
Carlton
bullshit.
stuff, so they've got to give away, pick one."
That was never happening.
And they've got to go get Dom Tyson. They've got to go get him. They've got to go get like
Is he playing?
I can't.
yeah, VFL
Yeah,
for North Melbourne.
But yeah, far out. There's
No,
nothing.
I am in love with my team.
Yeah.
I really love my
Obviously,
team.
we all love winning, but even when we lose, we're not. We're just frustrated because
Of
we didn't play
course,
the way that we should have.
Of course.
Because we know the Carlton way now.
Of course.
So.
And you know when Charlie kicks a goal, right? the noise, right? Like it's just exciting, man. Oh, I love it. I like, you know what we got? Like we're good, we're winning, but we've got that X factor too.
But it's not even the finished article. We're like, We're like, at the moment, we're
well,
like,
I'm telling you,
but
when it hits that first elimination final, it's going to be a different side.
No, we're
again.
not elimination.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We're going to be top 4 there.
Yeah, top 4. Well, that first final, it's going to be a different side again, mate. It's going to be
manifest it. Tell us it's going to be top 4.
It will be top 4.
I reckon it will be too.
Now, we were saying we need to win one out of the next 2. We won the first
right
one.
Now, it's minimum.
If we
top
win
5.
St Kilda,
minimum top 5.
Yeah, I was saying
we're
top
there.
6
We're
guaranteed.
there. We're there.
Yeah.
You win next week and you go to West Coast. I'm just saying, I'm not being one of these people, we're going to win all the next 5, but you win this one, then you win the next one.
St Kilda's the next test.
got
If we win St Kilda, I'm telling you.
Paul's calls, which I'm going to cover up.
All right.
There's some bold predictions coming up for me, so...
like
or maybe not too bold.
Could win the minor premiership, Rocco.
Are we one game from the top? We are, aren't we?
One game of percentage.
Don't worry about percentage, just win.
No, why couldn't we? I'm looking. I can't see a loss there.
Okay, Mick.
No, all right. Let's get some
Mick
votes here.
Oh, shit.
Who wants to start the votes?
I'll start the votes.
All right.
5 to Walsh, 4 to Fisher,
Oh,
3 to Kennedy. I thought he went to work at the clearances, which is exactly what we needed. 2 to Doherty. I just what? He's been
He's
incredible.
another one
He's
we're
the
not
best
talking
story
about.
all year. Best story.
Oh, mate, what a player.
Well, before you go into that, and who was one?
One was, I gave a bit of love to Brody.
Oh, you did give votes. Notice that. I like that. I like that you gave thing. But no one's talking about Doherty. He's all Australian.
You know what's funny? Did
No,
you
I
see
know,
when
but do we
Schultz tried to take that absolute scream? And Doherty just
He let him go over and
That's right. He's in the
incredible.
Unbelievable.
He's got to be all Australian, halfback.
This is the
Yeah. I think he's a lock in for all Australia.
He's a moral. He's no more betting. They just turned it off.
Yeah, he's a moral for all Australia.
as good as I've seen.
What else is it? Yeah.
This is career best form.
Yeah, it is.
100%.
This is better than when he was playing
When he got the All
ACLs
Australian.
and the cancer. He's better.
Better than when he got
Better.
All Australian. I'm
Much
telling
better.
you,
Much
this
better.
is like superb.
I'll go. Obviously 5 to Walsh.
Obviously.
I thought 4 to Fisher. All Australian half
Yep,
forward.
got him in
Everyone's
for 4 as
going
well,
there. These are half. All Australian
Love this
half
game.
forward. He was
Love this
awesome.
game.
3 to Doherty.
Yep.
2 to Paul's man O'Brien.
Oh,
Oh, you got O'Brien in there.
Yep.
Oh, I like it.
That's
I didn't even put him in.
I personally.
I know. I noticed that.
Yeah.
Didn't even put it in.
What do we say his best game was? It was like, I don't even know.
Probably against. Probably could have been that.
I thought this was his best game.
Could be
Probably
very
could be.
close. Very
Most
close.
influential.
Most, yeah.
And I gave 1 to Kennedy because I had the eyes on him for
Oh,
quite
okay.
a while, as I was saying.
Lifted.
He,
Jeez, he's copped some corkies too. My
Oh,
God.
God,
He's getting belted every week.
He goes in. No, he's good.
good on him. Good on
All right, Walsh, Doherty, I gave 4, and gave 3 to Kerno.
Yeah.
I've got to give love to Kerno. I love his work. Fisher 2, and 1 to your man, O'Brien.
I haven't even given him a vote, and you two have gone.
Well,
all in on him.
I was
Love
mixing
it.
between him, even Cottrell.
I was gonna. Yeah, I had to give one of them. It was
That's what I
either
was
Kim
thinking.
Yunes or Cottrell.
You've won the Cottrell over in
we got
the
it.
Well, we got it
Cottrell.
now. That's the new one, man. The Cottrell. And the other thing,
Sarah.
yeah, but there's so many more. There was now. First of all, there was Saad
The
too.
two-
Could have got a vote.
Alhamdulillah.
Now we were doing it. Everyone's got to do the wolf when he kicks it.
Yeah, we were doing it.
We were
You
doing
gotta
it.
get on it.
You got to get on
He's
it.
earned it.
I'm telling you,
he's
mate. And can you imagine if
Oh,
we
mate.
can get this going? Can you imagine
Imagine
that?
40,000.
Well, every time there's a
screaming
wolf-
gorillas.
Every time we've had a wolf, a proper wolf, we've won flags.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
If you go back through when Angel's playing and you hear the wolf.
Oh, it's so good. How good is it?
Unreal.
Yeah,
I
it's a
was gonna
mess.
say-
I like like it starts going up a little bit.
I'm telling you, I was going to say this, that I lived through that, right? Please, all you young people do it because you don't
Even the
understand.
cheer squad.
I'll contact the cheer squad.
You don't understand.
The cheer squad are a cheer squad. Mate, give him the wolf.
You don't
he's
understand
earned
what
it.
the wolf does. It's
And
like you hear
elevates,
it.
like, and it whole
Oh, yeah,
and it echoes. Imagine a Marvel under the mate. Oh
I think we bring
So
it
when I
back.
sat up there,
Has to.
when I sat there by myself, like
Well, I
I
was
sat with
going
my
back to
girlfriend
the
on
boys
the top
got a
level
wolf.
before I came down, I sat there every time we kicked it. I'd be the only one doing it, and I saw a few people look around. I'd be going the big woof, woof. Everyone's looking at me, and I go, "Fucking come on, guys, let's get this going," But
It's
I'm telling you,
infectious too. And
I'm
I'm
not going to stop. I'm telling
he
you,
wanted more. He'd go for goal every time. And that's the next thing of his game. He needs some goals.
it's almost
Imagine him kicking
hypnotic.
one on the run.
mate,
Alhamdulillah. Woof.
It's hypnotic, man. I'm telling you, let's get it going because you're
We
going
need
to
the
love
wolf,
it. You're going to love
That
it.
goal that Christou kicked in the 95 prelim against North Melbourne.
Oh.
If it sits for him, he'll kick it. Woo! Yes!
He loved it. Remember when he said about it? He's thinking like, I can't believe they left me alone.
You probably feel like Jesus.
Nah.
Or you feel like is it Muhammad?
Yeah, the
Prophet Muhammad,
Muhammad.
mate.
Yeah.
You think it's the wolf, mate.
I'm telling you.
Spiritual
Yeah.
cult, spiritual
We
learnings.
need to get on it. All my mates will get on it. 100%.
Everyone, I'm telling you, it'll start one by one, but it'll grow. And I'm
It's a
telling
domino
you, it's the
effect.
most. We got to
We
do
need
it.
it. We
We
need
need
it
it. We
Gotta
need it.
bring it back.
And
Sure.
now
Bro, who had it for us? Is it Chris O'Brien?
Yeah.
What?
And then Watson.
And, bro, two dead shits got the wolf. Come on, Ella. Alhamdulillah, Saad needs it. He needs it. 100%. 100%.
And we've got a big Lebanese fan base as well.
We do.
We're doing
and you
it.
can see the little Lebo flag
Well,
in the cheer squad.
We're not going to
I love
stop. We're going to keep doing it. I'm telling you,
Relentless.
we're going to get this up, mate. This is a jumper punch for a good
That's
thing, mate.
that's your mission this week is to get them
Get the
to,
cheer squad to do it.
to get to do
and
the
this
walk.
week, everyone out there, I'm telling you, once you get little pockets doing it, it'll build, mate.
Oh, why don't I start a petition?
Yeah, get the wolf.
100%.
Facade.
100%. It's going. We're going to put it everywhere. We're going to do the
And
wolf.
Terry as well.
Terry,
Get it going.
the wolf.
Everyone.
Come on.
Bring
Homie,
back the wolf.
everyone. Just
Actually.
all your viewers, mate. Everyone. We need
Everyone
the
do
wolf.
Hashtag bring back the wolf.
Bring back the wolf. I love it. I love it.
Leaderboard.
Let's have a look at this leaderboard. Now, this is a surprising leaderboard. Let's have a look at
Is
it.
it?
Walshy.
Oh, we've got a few ties going
That's
on.
right. Look at
Holy
this.
moly. Oh,
So
yeah.
Walshy on 100.
He's cracked the ton. Razor
cracked
bat,
the ton,
Walshy.
he just-
I did say, was it 4 weeks ago?
Yeah, he could win it.
He could
He
win
could
it.
win it.
no,
He
no.
wants his fucking
Yeah.
second, the little mongrel.
Did you put some money on it?
Yeah, got a little
Nice,
bit
I
of-
like it. That's a
not
good one.
much,
At
50
the 41s?
Nah, 20s.
Okay.
Then you get the two
Oh,
captains there.
Two captains.
Wow,
Cripps and
1x,
Doherty.
yeah, 86. Then you got Hewitt and
Yeah, they've got
Curnow and
Hewitt and
60.
Curnow.
Saad the Wolf,
He's broken in.
49. And then Kennedy and Cher on 33. Look at how
You've got to
many.
say like Matt Hill, Sarah.
Sarah, Kennedy and Sarah.
That's not
So
bad.
there you go.
I think a lot of people have Saad leading as well on this.
Yeah, I saw
Fair
that.
enough, but yeah.
Yep.
Actually, that was for Bucky, I reckon. I
Yeah, I
saw
did
it
see
on
it
Bucky.
there.
Walsh is leading now.
Yeah.
Lucky see.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
So there you go.
Fantastic. Good.
There you go. Hey, so next week's a big game. But before we go next week, let's have a look at another legend of Australia. Let's get everyone pumped for next week.
They said you'd never make it.
Yeah,
Donkey.
Surfing's more your game, and your golf is too erratic. You'd better stick to riding waves. They said you'd never make it. It seems their words were true. It must have been heartbreaking when you knew what you could do. They said you'd never make it, but you finally came through.
In the hole, Tiger.
For all of you who've made it, this one's made for you. Made for you. This one's made for you. You've made it through, and this one's made for you.
Let's get pumped.
Isn't he an American now?
But the Shark, mate. That
Next
was.
week.
Let's do next week.
Yep.
Carlton v
Carlton.
St Kilda, Marvel Stadium, Friday the 1st of July at 7:50.
Friday Night Lights. That's what we like at Marvel.
Everyone get out there.
Yep.
It's a big, big game.
And they were putrid against Sydney.
So they're going to come back, and they always play well against us. They kind of got that. Oh, mate, they give me the shits, man. They give me the shit.
They're a bogey team.
Fucking steal all day.
Are they?
Always someone.
Well, they're bogey team. Fucking everyone's been our bogey team for the last.
It's true, but it's
They always like
even last year, the year before.
We smashed them last year.
Yeah, I know last year.
How many times did we play them?
Once we flogged them.
Well, I think it was the year before. I'm telling you, they're giving us trouble. They're giving us trouble. We might have smashed them last year. I can't even remember.
But it meant nothing last year. It was dead rubber.
No.
But, yeah, you want to go?
Oh, models.
Yeah.
3 goals.
Well, first, before we do that,
Yeah.
let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at this.
Yep. All right, what are we looking at? What's this? Oh.
Terry.
You love it, don't you? Well, but before... You love it, I told you. But before you go and, get too excited, let's have a look at this video here.
What?
Oh, no.
So back up the trucks.
You
can't do that. Get ready to take your missus or your lovely partner to Mongolia.
No, you can't do that.
You
You
can't look back at that. That's ridiculous, eh?
You can share it, then you can
I didn't know we were going to lose Wiedering bloody 5 minutes into the game.
Carlton by 40 or more points against Collingwood.
Wow.
Is an absolute
What was it paying?
moral. $2.80. It is an absolute moral.
Why is it paying more than that?
Absolute moral. It is an absolute Monty.
Fuck. Paint on sticker, rubber stamp it.
I just wanted to let's bring a bit of neutral into there. Let's not just bring
You are now back to earth, youngling.
We had to bring him down because I'm telling you.
The head was getting
Oh, mate, I can't hear it anymore. I told you.
It's not about what, it's about how you respond.
You did. You responded big. So,
we all get, as I said,
50 points as well.
I didn't expect Jacob Wiedering to go down 5 minutes into the game.
all right, excuses, but we never bring. He do his into this. Now you're bringing it into it.
No, that's true.
But
that's very true.
just on that day, on that weekday, you said 60. I said about 50. I think we all did
goals.
I think we all did it. But anyway, you were absolutely said morals. And what are you saying this week?
3 goals, 18 points. A little bit of a grind, but I think
I think last week we were all about that.
He had
margin.
16,
16.
I had 5. I think I
16,
had 5 or 7 points.
And I had 3, so...
Yeah, I think it'll be 18 to 24 points, anywhere in between that. So, ours?
Oh,
God.
It's going to be some sleepless nights for Mr. Dougal Howard and Callum Wilkie. I don't know who they are.
That's exactly right.
Jimmy Webster.
Who?
I don't know the other people in that team, but...
the only person I know in that team is Brett Radon. That's all I know.
Look, they will respond next week.
Of course
They'll
they
respond for about a quarter and a half of football.
And they do play all right at Marvel too.
But
they lost to Essendon.
That's true.
The power's going to kick in next week, and
We haven't heard that from the power's going to kick in. Oh, yeah, it's just...
we're going to go into a little bit of overdrive, and the Twin Towers up there are going to dismantle those dead shits.
So what is it? Oh, I'm going to get ready on a big total here.
About 100. Nah, I'm joking. 42 points.
Oh, that's a big one.
Okay.
Probably lose.
I'm kind of with you. I was thinking 6 goals.
Okay. Yep.
6 goals. I mean, we bet
Yep.
the second side by 5. We beat.
Yes, correct.
We beat the second side by 5.
Comprehensively. It's just a matter of backing that up.
Correct.
Nah, and we will. And
again,
look,
it's a consolidation.
And the two rucks can,
Well, is
Marshall
is
and
Ryder
Ryder.
back? Nah.
I don't know what happened to Ryder. Did he injure himself?
He wasn't playing. He didn't play.
Oh, didn't he? He might be back.
If he's in, it's a big in.
Oh,
but
yeah, definitely.
If he's in, I'd say around 20 points. But if he's not in, daylight.
100%. 100%. No, I can't see why we should be losing this game, man. Seriously.
No, we won't.
We will not lose the game.
We're actually gonna.
There's too much momentum with us.
There's momentum. We're gonna gain maybe 1 or 2 players. I'm telling you, man.
Did they lose?
Boss is gonna get straight in the head.
Did they lose before the Sydney game?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Essendon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the week before that,
They beat Adelaide.
Yeah, right.
Just.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But definitely lost their last two. So they're definitely going to try to respond. So you might see, if everything goes the way I think, you might see a little bit of like what Fremantle done.
They'll come
They'll
out
come
hot.
out,
They'll come
and
out
then
hot.
we'll just like,
We just have to equalise and say, hey,
yeah, take it easy.
hey, Crippo against Ella.
Yeah, take it
Walsh,
easy. mate.
Ella against Ross, Ella. Just
Yeah,
stay
it's look.
If we hold that pressure in
just
the
need
middle,
the
and
same
that, man,
mentality.
no one's going to stop that.
Same
follow.
mentality as the Fremantle game and everything.
You know what it is
Stuff
that,
out.
and the thing is that mid-season lull
Correct.
that we had been through.
I think it's
You saw, I think we're well and truly past it
past, yeah.
now after what happened
But
on
even
the
the
weekend.
Richmond game, I didn't think it was too bad
Yeah.
in the end.
Yeah.
And if we get those big, if Wadering,
We
if
know
you
what
see
the problem
Wadering
was at the
in-
Richmond game.
If you see
Nah, wait a minute.
Wadering in Chera,
No. Well, I think Chera's guaranteed you're going to see in.
Yeah, Chera will play.
And the Wiedering, it's all about
Good
do we
luck.
keep him for one more week? But look, you know, with players these days, I'm a belief now that if you're ready, you're ready.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, one more week's going to make any difference.
I'd be happy if they let Wiedering out for another week and said,
Week or
look,
two. Why even
we
bring
know
him
you're,
to Perth?
you're probably right, but
And he wants to play.
I'd be happy if they just gear him up towards Geelong and say,
Yeah.
you're definitely in Geelong
yeah.
or West Coast.
It all depends. But look,
Whatever.
they're saying he's full.
If
But
he's
anyway,
ready, he's
regardless
ready. Who
of that,
cares?
man,
Who cares, mate? Because
I'm telling you,
victory.
it doesn't matter who's in or out.
it's true.
Because to me, all I'm seeing is just blank faces with Carlton.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Just moving back into that
Yep.
spot, you know, and we're going to take care of
Yep.
it, you know?
Yep.
So, hey,
that's
listen,
it.
I reckon we celebrate the St Kilda win. What do you reckon?
Happy
why
to do
not?
that.
Yeah, let's do it, mate. And, hey, we
This is
whipped
up.
up the bloody thing. Hey, took away that...
Boom.
Yeah, but he just got a little tight calf.
Yeah,
Just
just-
proportion
yeah.
area. It was alright. It was good. We wanted him,
little
honey.
tight-
and
tight ones.
we wanted him Motlop, so I think we
Yeah, no, that's it.
we had our influence there. And this is Michael's.
Yes, this is
Who's,
Michael.
who's, oh, Marcucci.
Yep.
Look at this.
Salud.
Salud.
Jendan.
To the Blues.
Cheers.
Done.
Salud. I'm not going to
So what's
scull.
the
This is
cum?
just a little sippy.
Yeah, I might have a little sip on this one. I might just let it brew.
Bella. All right, we'll brew on that while we go into this one.
Where the hell is it? Yep.
This is important, man, because we're going to know what's going on, what's coming,
Indeed.
who's in placing.
Indeed. So a close win against Coburg.
Far out.
Just got away with one at Icon Park immediately
I don't know where
after.
they are, but-
They are one to their third last, so they're 2-9 now after we defeated them. 7-13-55A to 7-9-51. We were able to kick a goal towards the back end of the game and win by. We're up by 8 points, and then Coburg got a goal back just before time on in the last, and then we held on and were able to win. Mind you, I will say that the VFL team has been decimated. We only had 6 AFL listed players, and Philp went off injured. Not too sure what it was.
Oh.
All I know is that he went off injured. He only ended up with like 2 touches.
That's because we've got a million injuries in the AFL.
Well, that's exactly right. And you've got to think too, like, what a job Daniel O'Keefe has done to bring these blokes together. My golly. Dow had 34 at a goal. Stocker had 28 touches. Hayes had 26 on a goal. Carroll had 18, little bit down on what he was doing. Murkov, plethora of hit-outs again, had 13 touches. And Dom Aku, he didn't play
You're
because
going to
he
get
had...
his name right one week?
I think it's Aku. He didn't play because he was concussed the week before.
That's
so he
right, you
missed
did
that
say
game.
that, yes.
And he will be back for the next game, obviously, which I think we have a bye next week. Yeah, so we've got a bye next week. And then after that, we play Port Melbourne at Northport Oval on the 9th of July. So from a ladder perspective, we are 1, 2, 3. We're 4th, but there are a few teams below us who have got some games in hand, but our percentage is keeping us up there at the moment. So it's the 4th best percentage inside the top 8 at the moment, 124.6. So we're 8-4. And what a fantastic job Daniel O'Keefe has done with these boys down at VFL level, playing a great system. They've had a few that loss against Essendon was a little bit of a stinger, but they've responded really well. And look, to play with, it's not a makeshift team, but it's a team that's never even played together, really, when you look at it. And there's a young defender as well. He could potentially be picked up, maybe not by us as an intercept defender, Stefan Radovanovic. He's been really impressive. He's a really impressive aerial defender. Hey?
I hope we pick him up.
Just so I can pronounce his name, so everyone can pronounce it. Radovanovic. Perfect, there you go. Radovanovic, yeah.
I like it.
Nice Balkan last name. Croatian or Serbian, whatever
Pick
you
him
want.
up. Pick him up. See you later. McGovern, beautiful. Carl Amon in, beautiful.
So he's playing that intercept role down back really well. Such a brave player too. And very strong aerially. But when he's the main defender down there, it's a little bit of a worry. But good again on the weekend. But yeah, Dow, I mean, everyone's going to be looking at him and saying, But I think, he's not going to come back into the team. Nah. But I will say, the one injury concern we had out of the AFL game was Boyd. With a right ankle. We don't know what's going on there. I don't know what's happening, but he's going for scans. We're not too sure. We'll hopefully know by the time this goes up. Yep. But Stocker seemed to play well enough to come back into the team.
But Setterfield come in as the emergency too. Correct. Well, we had two emergencies.
Correct.
Because of Motley. But then Setterfield, and he actually did a couple of little things where,
come in for the last couple of minutes. Yeah. So. Good. They got the win. That's all that matters. Again, 6 listed players, and it was ended up being 5 really. Yeah. Because Phil went down. So good win against the a staple stalwart of the VFL competition.
As I said, strong VFL performance is very
well. It's amazing how the two have underlined.
And if you look at a lot of premiership sides and that, it's always
usually when their VFL
and it's
team goes good.
Because we're going to be getting some players back from injury. Well, we hope, touch wood.
Yep.
And that'll strengthen up the team. Martin will come back. I don't think Jack Martin will go into the AFL side. I think he'll go VFL.
Yeah, I've got heartburn. I'm telling you, mate. I don't want him back at the moment.
There's great signs down there. Great signs down there.
Well, if he's ready, does he come back in?
No. Honey's taking his spot.
This is what I mean.
No, he plays VFL.
You've got to, just like the wings have got to hold their spot, their width. The coaches have got to hold their
nerve.
Hold their nerve here.
Yeah. So
and earn his spot. That's good.
An okay performance. Nothing absolutely amazing, but considering these boys have barely played with each other,
another win.
Excellent.
Another win.
All right, done. Let's get to some serious business here.
Rocco's Reds! I've taken my beanie off for this.
Did you take it off? All right, today.
It's going to get hot in here and I'm ready to get
I usually don't do this.
Soldado.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you usually don't do this.
I really don't want to bag umpires, but you know what? I think it's about time that someone steps up.
Well, this is my Malocchio, so you can speak for it.
Is it? Which Malocchio did you do?
The umpires. This is exactly.
But which bit?
Well, what you're about to.
I got 2. Did you do this one?
Just deliver it. This is Rocco's rant and Mars's Malocchio.
All right, this is what we'll do. We'll start because I got 2 rants, so we'll start with this rant and then we'll
combine
the Malocchio and the rant together. All right. So the first one is I want you to have a look at this.
Okay. Okay. Yep. 3 weeks. No, it was more than that.
It was more there.
Was it?
Way more
6
than
weeks.
that. It was, 6. Yeah, it was like 6 weeks.
All right, cool. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
what was that,
8? That was 9, I think. What did I write? 9
weeks. Who pushed him there? Was that Williams?
Greg Williams. He had to go to court.
Here we go.
I remember that.
Okay. I don't want to start dobbing players in and that, but if those other 2 are getting weeks for that and they want to be serious, that has to be looked at now and penalised.
Definitely will be.
It will be.
And now because the world we're living in. Sorry.
Well, I'm not the one who wanted this. They want this, right? That you can't even talk. Now, if I'm going to hear excuses about, he wasn't looking at him, you know, and that bullshit.
He hardly pushed him.
These players see everything, mate. They can see players on the side. They can see the ball, mate. He knew exactly what he was doing, mate. If that was, now you said it was 6, right? Toby Green was 6. That was 9. That deserves at least 4 weeks, mate.
2-3 weeks easy.
You can't touch an umpire. Bugger it. If they want to be like this,
well, if you're not allowed to
do it.
You're not allowed to swear at the umpire. You can't put your hands
Didn't
up.
the play no longer? Oh, maybe a few years ago, like get a week when he accidentally ran into him, like running backwards or something. Or you got
fine.
Huh?
You
Oh, fine. All right, he got a fine. I'm
You're
telling
give
you.
him a fine for that.
FIFA, nah, FIFA, whatever his name is. FIFA.
And
Michelle FIFA there,
Michelle
whatever.
Pfeiffer.
Mate, I'm telling you now, that's
minimum
got to
2 weeks.
That's got to be looked
You're
at,
not
and he's
allowed
got to
to
be
touch the
penalised.
umpire.
I don't care, mate.
They're allowed
You can't
to.
do it. They can't do it.
I reckon
Can't
it's
do
a
it.
week.
A week, that's it.
I reckon that's what happened.
Nah, stuff it. Why is he touching the umpire? Well, we can't even, what?
If
You
that's
can't
Toby
even look
Gr-
at him.
if it's
You
Toby-
can't even look at him, and I can push him.
I don't think, like, I mean, you look at soccer. Remember Colina, Pierluigi Colina? But he was
Yeah.
players.
But that's their standard.
Yeah.
AFL want their standard
If it's
now.
a standard, well, if it's the standard,
He has to go.
He has
He's
to
gotta
get
go.
minimum 2 weeks.
I reckon 2 weeks he'll get.
Yeah.
But he'll probably get 1 or a fine because it's 5.
Good. You can't do that. The other one we're going to do, let's have a look at this one here. Let's have a look at this.
What's this one?
Ryan Cripps tried to create space for Kennedy. Comes back the other way to Sarong. Reverse
Yeah, I was
spiral
looking, I couldn't find it.
towards the wing. Insufficient intent, you heard it. Blues fans will love it. Pressured.
That's the first one.
Okay.
That's for
Doherty
us.
comes into the
Look at
frame,
this one.
Big fist didn't make contact. Silvani
He's
goes.
actually trying to punch it forward.
Insufficient intent.
He was in the contest there.
Maybe that the commentator said.
Had to be perfect, wasn't. Now it really opens up 5.
Oh yeah, this is the one.
Kick to space. I think
No, this is the one with the Crips, yeah.
You can't play that deliberate. Oh, you just...
You think that he wanted to kick it? He's
Shaped
going
it.
forward.
With the distance,
Shaped it.
see something in the pocket. It is Mundy, the two you're talking about, Browning. Mundy throws his body in, as does Hewitt.
Look at
He's got 2 players running. Like
And the ball bent in the air.
Yeah.
now, if people say that,
Try to
you're
actually-
doing it because it's a
Trying to
Carlton
kick it around
game,
the body.
I'm doing it because it's a Carlton. Look at this one.
I don't think he meant to put that much mustard on
No,
it.
that's ridiculous.
How's that, bro?
That's ridiculous.
And his momentum, he's at full speed. I think he was trying to kick it up to himself, seriously. Oh, he goes,
Oh,
oh boy, wowee. Mate, you go, you go.
No, well, there's nothing to say. This is ridiculous. The game is getting ruined because the umpires, we're getting a bunch of bananas to not only run the umpiring department, I don't think now these umpires are qualified to umpire a game anymore. They don't understand the game anymore. Because if you're telling me that they are deliberate, right? I'll fucking go home, mate. This is a fucking disgrace, mate. Seriously, at the game, I'm hating it because we're sitting there and we're going, oh, watch, they're going to call that deliberate. And then I'm telling you to the crowd out there, stop it. Stop calling everything fucking deliberate. You're part of the problem now. Oh, that's deliberate. Shut up. You're part of the problem, mate. Nah, I'm telling you, that's giving me the shit now. Because an umpire should not be fucking made to work out what the player is thinking.
You know what the worst part of it is? When the controlling umpire does this.
And he looks at the other umpire, like, what should we call it?
What
And
does
he
that
goes,
say?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
He's got no clue.
And this is their fault. This is
AFL.
Brad Scott's fault. Is it Brad?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brad, the other one's Chris. So it's Brad Scott. It's all your fault. You're all a bunch of bananas. You've got no idea. You're ruining, and they've gone into it, right? Umpiring, I know it's a difficult game. It's a big ground, blah, blah. That's all I'm hearing.
There's 3 of them there anyway.
They used to do it with one fucking umpire, mate. They used to umpire the game. Stop looking for the kicks. Just pay what's there.
I agree.
What's there, mate? The deliberate was originally brought out if someone got the ball
And ran
ran straight out. Not for, you're trying to Oh, man, did you see, like, even the Cottrell and that? Like, they're just trying to get it out of the way.
Correct.
The Nunes one, he actually tried to go around the body, but the bend in the air of the ball come up the outside of his boot. It went
and with the Cottrell one, there's 2 Carlton players running. So you're taught to kick it in front of players like he's trying to do. So at worst, he's trying to kick it in front of him. How can you call it? And the 5 one, he's going for goals almost.
I think he saw the boundary umpire, and I reckon he thought it was one of his own players.
He did.
Maybe, yeah,
but regardless, and I think that's right because I think he did say something like that when they were in there. But at the end of the day, whichever one it wasn't deliberately to go out into your forward line.
Why would
If
he do
anything,
that?
you're kicking the ball forward so your players can run onto it. You know what that is? That's someone who understands the game who would not give this. You umpires have got no idea how to run the game.
Is so bad.
The Darcy Moore one, when I saw that today, and I wish nothing but misery for Collingwood.
Me too, but he's got somebody on his ass, right? And he's running at full tilt. And I think he was trying to kick the ball up to himself, which players do in this day and age, right? And then he knew that if he didn't get the touch before the line, and he did.
So that's not even, that can't be deliberate.
It can't.
Words matter, yeah? I'll tell you what the problem is. It's the definition of the rule, right? Insufficient
intent.
What does insufficient mean?
Well, that's stupid then. I know that's the rule. That's stupid.
Yeah, but like, what does it mean? It's subjective to every umpire, though,
This is
isn't
what
it?
I mean. That's stupid then. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Because they can all get off it.
Umpires should not have to determine that.
Insufficient intent is, okay, well, if they have to grade it.
Yeah.
If they're trying to be serious
so
about
in a split
it.
second, I've got to
just
grade
say
it too.
it has to be. It can't be if it's a handball over the line inside 5 metres, it's insufficient. If it's a kick over 20 metres and it goes out the line and they've gone in that direction, what is insufficient? Define insufficient.
It should.
Define it.
We can't.
How many players do you see, right, with nobody on them and the ball is on the line, right? And you know players can get the ball right and come back inside, but they just get it and they just run
100%.
it over. I saw that like 5 times,
100%.
about 1 million times this weekend.
But you might as well
Even
do that.
we do
You
it.
might as well do that.
Every team does it, though.
Because, or else you'll get, if you
It's
try
horrible.
to kick it and it goes out, then you're going to get deliberate.
You know, it should be deliberate.
No one kicks it deliberately to fucking hit the line.
But you know when it's deliberate out of bounds. You know.
When a player's getting tackled right on the boundary line and they know when they're going to get spun and they just handball it, but they know the lines are hit, they go for the line.
course.
That's deliberate.
Of course.
But they never get called
Of
because
course.
he's under pressure.
Of course.
Or he's getting tackled.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yes. And all of those were under pressure. Even the Silvani one.
He tried to punch it forward.
But he's in a contest, mate. It doesn't matter if it goes out. You're trying to stop him from marking it. Like what? I've got to fucking now hit it to the exact spot.
He was trying to take it from where he was. Yeah, correct.
You know, like he's punching, it's gone out, and then he goes deliberate. The Cottrell one, and even like the Dusty.
So what about if you got somebody coming, say Jacob Wiedering coming in from the side next week, and he's coming in and he punches it over the line? That's deliberate.
Well, it's deliberate.
Yeah, well, the rule is they don't call it in a marking contest. Jack's wasn't a marking contest. It bounced. And then
but
he
it's still in the
away.
contest.
But you're still trying to stop him from getting it.
Of course.
You know, you're trying to get it out of his hand, you know, like, it's just ridiculous. I think the umpire, and again, like, I'm not blaming because we won this game. We lost last week, and the umpiring was shit house last week. It was shit house this week. But I still don't believe it's because of umpiring, right?
No.
But those decisions there are bad for the game, mate. It's bad for us because what we're doing is, as I said, we're sitting there going, oh, and then everyone's going, oh, that's going to be deliberate, you know? We shouldn't be thinking that.
There was one on the weekend, I think it was the Cottrell one down the other side of the ground. I just go, deliberate. He's going to call it. He's going to call
And then
it.
we go, oh, I can't believe it.
You can see the umpire.
When they run in.
Runs for it. And I'm like, oh, God. And you know the crowd going to go mental.
It's ridiculous, man. Seriously, something has to be done about this. There has to be done. That they want to.
I hate bashing umpires, but this is from the AFL.
This is not just. I'm not.
It's not
Like
the
I don't even know.
umpires
I
themselves,
don't even know
AFL.
those umpires' names. So I'm not bashing those.
Brett
I'm
Roseberry.
bashing the whole bloody rule, man. I'm telling you, this is ridiculous, man.
How many
It is
times
stuff.
did Harry get held with arms
Well, that's
around
the
him as
other
well?
one too, and that's got to be talked about. If I was Voss, right?
Yeah, but then he's not. Voss will never use that.
I know.
as ex- I'm sure.
Not
maybe-
that he'd never raise it.
In-
Unless it's absolutely
No, but I was
blatantly
gonna-
obviously
He might,
happening
but I was
everywhere.
going to say, no, I would
closed
raise
doors.
it behind closed doors.
Both of them get held.
I
all
would
the
say
game.
this is fucking ridiculous because when you're at the game, that poor bloke,
He gets murdered.
I can't believe he's got as many goals as he's got.
He's
Yeah.
that
Yeah, it's a fair
teams play
point.
the dark arts against him perfectly.
Yeah.
They never get seen, and he might get seen once or
Well, you
twice.
see it. He gets seen a couple of times. He gets a goal, but I'm telling you, he gets
murdered.
manhandled. It's actually it's an offence.
And he actually can't get a clear run at it. You see, it,
can't.
because he's always trying. He's getting held, and
If anyone's going to a game, watch it.
watch him. For a
Yeah, and
quarter.
watch him before the ball gets to him. How much he's been held on to before he even gets a
horrible.
chance. Lucky he's such a good mark.
Yeah. It's
That
such
he
a good
holds
player.
on
Yeah.
that to those players. No, it's ridiculous, man. Seriously, you don't want to be bagging the umpires. I know we shouldn't be talking about umpires and that, but it's so obvious when we're there.
I feel for the umpires.
Yeah, because they get slammed by
I feel
people
for
like
him,
me.
mate. I feel for him.
Yeah. I know, but I don't.
The Bucks.
No, I feel for them because the people above them are making it so difficult for them. Ridiculous.
Well, Brad Scott is a cock, mate. No, well, he wants to be in charge. He wants to get paid the big bucks. This is your fault, man. I'm telling you, you're making the game look bad.
Anyway. Oh, well.
Cocksmack.
That's it.
That's all it is.
So that was the Malocchio and the thing together.
All in one.
Yeah.
Good, I don't get to see the clown.
Should we show him?
Oh, fuck, don't you dare. Oh, get out of here, seriously.
Hey, listen, just you know that is Mars dressed up. You
That
know,
is
though.
me. That is me.
That is it. That's
I am a
it.
clown.
That's it. That's it.
We got another ad.
Yeah, let's have a look at another ad. This one you probably won't know who he is, but you will halfway through it.
Okay,
Go.
all right, okay. Oh, the name was on the thing.
They said you'd never make it when you dreamed of paradise. I'm sorry, Mr. Williams, it won't happen in your life. They said you'd never make it, the island's too remote. Keith, how did you take it when your dreams went up in smoke? They said you'd never make it, but you finally came through. For all of you who made it, this one's made for you. Made for you. This one's made for you. You've made it through, and this one's made for you.
Have a good frothy for Keithy.
Only Keith.
He built an island. He built an island, Hamilton Island, mate. Keith Williams, mate. Hey, imagine that. Imagine building an island. Him and the Johnny Depp. He owns an island.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
So does Richard Branson. I think.
Once you own an island, that's it. You've made it.
Yeah.
If when you own your own country, it's the best, man. All right, let's go straight into this one. Have you got your bananas?
Yeah, I got it.
Bananas in pajamas are coming down the street.
All right, I'm going to give first of all two quick bananas.
Yep.
Right.
Two quick
Proudly
bananas.
sponsored by Marino Bros.
Marino Bros.
Spend over $60, get free shipping.
100%, man.
Before 12 a.m., you get
They
next
are.
day delivery.
This segment is probably sponsored by, yes, Marino Bros. Yes,
Yeah.
this is what we do. So when I was sitting there away from you guys,
Yep.
Yes.
there was these two older blokes in front of me just talking about the whole game. You know, the Carlton supporters, you know.
To your right or to...
No, right in front of me they were. Like sitting there and him, you know, and just so try not to say nothing, you know. And then they said, the first thing they said,
Yes.
right, was, and I thought of you.
It's just, okay, you go on.
O'Brien. He never goes in, you know.
No, that was the guys to the right.
No, this
is when he was up.
Oh, when
up
I
the
was
top.
up on
Up the top. Sorry.
Yeah, no, going on, man. And I just went. I sound like you, right? I just went. That's not his role, mate. Like, he's not supposed to go in, mate. You know. And they both looked at me, so have you seen me? And then just before I left to come downstairs, they said. They were talking about Daryl. They were going like...
Don't say anything. Just shut up. Shut up.
What did they say?
Why did they put Daryl in? He gets
Oh, my God.
So when I walked away, I got up. I got my girlfriend. I said, let's go because we're going to go and go see the boys. I walked up and I just turned around to him and I go, and who's he going to replace? And I just walked off, you know, and I just left.
Well, who is he going to replace?
Well, don't tell me. Tell
No,
them.
I'm just, yeah.
I don't know. They had nothing to say, you know. So they were just the quick bananas, right? But let's have a look at this post
People
that
who
I
know nothing
saw.
about football. That's who they are.
But there's another bunch of bananas who don't understand. So someone's put up this on thing, and it just said,
Players who deserve to win the Brownlow at some point in their career.
and there's a picture of Walsh there, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
All right, okay, so that's someone right there.
Yeah.
And then these comments started being put in. So my son Dylan sent this to me, right? These are the comments. So let's have
Why
a look.
Walsh? Walsh. Bro, why is Walsh there? Did you see his game today? One game doesn't define one's whole career. Still a great game. Wow, fucking hell. Walsh will never win a Brownlow. Walsh is kind of Oh, fuck me dead, man.
And then Dylan had to respond.
What are you guys watching? Walsh almost won the Brownlow last year and he's leading our team this year. Everyone talking about Walsh in the comments obviously doesn't watch football, I guess.
Go, Dylan.
Spot on.
Dylan.
He's spot on. Fly the flag, son.
Consistent.
Wow. I don't usually get involved in this, and I didn't get involved there, but I'm just going to start. So the first one was from Gracie MT.
Yeah.
Banana. Next one. Tansy FYFX. Put your real name on there. Banana.
Yep.
Next one. Belter.
Bolter season.
Belter season.
Banana. Next one. Couldn't even user 1728263778722. Banana to you too. And Logan. It's 77824. Banana. And the last one.
Ashton Byrne.
Banana. Are you serious? Do you even know what you're bloody talking about? Are we serious here?
Anyway. Good on you, mate.
Yeah, good on you, mate. Mine goes to Tom Stewart.
Oh, yeah.
You, sir, are a dickhead.
Wow.
Wow. What? Just think about the repercussions of your actions there. Now, you'll probably miss 3 to 4, I'm guessing.
Minimum 3.
Okay.
Yeah, minimum 3. Well, it's been sent straight to the tribunal, and we'll probably know the outcome by the time the show comes out.
Correct. And I don't know who they got next week. Melbourne.
They got North Melbourne.
They got North.
Okay, so you'll probably get off there lightly, but I know they do have Melbourne, and they might.
And then they got Carlton.
Who have they got after North? Who have they got after North? Anuia.
Yeah.
North.
No. Oh, sorry,
They
no.
got Melbourne, then Carlton.
Oh, do they? Wait, when do we play?
In 3 weeks.
Oh, we're St Kilda, West Coast, Geelong.
Yes.
But anyway,
sorry, yes,
if you
sorry,
get 3 to 4 weeks and say you...
And you know how important he is to this.
He is very important, as we've come to know.
Yes. Oh, boy, yes.
You, sir, are the biggest banana of the week.
Yeah.
Thank you. My
He
banana.
could cost them top 4.
Maybe. We'll see.
My banana's going to Ross Lyon.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Because on Footy Classified, he said, "Oh yeah, the Blues,
Almost the
geez, are
coach
going
of
to be in
The
trouble."
de-
Blah
the
blah blah.
defense
blah.
and-
Yeah, they're in trouble. They're in trouble.
What did he call? I forgot what he called it. He called it something, and then he put the bibs.
Carlton goes, the
No, he
bibs
put
on
the
Fife
bibs
and
on
stuff and all
Fife,
that.
on Tabernar
yeah.
and somebody and
yes,
Schultz up
yes.
there. Yeah, well, what happened there, sir? I'll let you continue.
That's no, that's it. Yeah, Ross
No,
Lyon's
well-
banana of the week. We kept the receipts.
Yeah.
He said we were in trouble.
There's a few actually that come out during the
He
week.
obviously
and
doesn't watch us. And
even before the game, there was a few. As I said, Brown, mate, he was saying a few stupid
Few
things.
Carlton supporters as well.
Yeah, saying a few stupid things about the Blues. No faith in us
A few
at
content
all.
creators had a few.
Even King. I know he hates us. He hates Carlton.
King is starting to give me the shits lately.
No, he doesn't hate us.
Nah, but he just...
He's just got no idea.
Yeah. And now you probably see him on his bullshit on Monday means test, and he'll get a hard on over Walsh.
That one back for Marino Bros.
Oh, yeah, they'll all get on. Thanks.
Yeah, everyone will jump on the bandwagon, but yeah.
So there you go.
They're your bananas.
Very good. All right. Let's go into Talking Blue.
Done with this?
No, I haven't done it yet. So this week, Talking Blue, we have got round 6, 1992, Carlton v St Kilda.
Okay.
24 points down at half time. We do the big premiership quarter and then Lockett's big hit.
Who did he hit? Oh, we'll find out.
We'll find out. Let's have a look at this.
We are the Navy Blues. We are the old dark Navy Blues. We're the team that never lets them down. We're the only team old Carlton knows.
All right, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Talking Blue with Rocco and Vince. How are you, mate?
Great to see you, Rocco.
Oh, mate, it's like
great to be back in the studios of the Jumper Punch
it's
again.
like we were just here.
Well, we've got a big game coming up this
We have got
weekend.
a big game. This is a massive game for the whole scheme of
the season.
The season 2022 here.
Big game against St Kilda,
it's
Friday
a big
night.
Game. It's a big game. It's a very important game in the middle of the year. Could determine everything, you know. So
how's that, eh? We're back to Friday nights with a home game for Carlton.
100%, and we deserve it. And we deserve it.
Yep.
And see what happens when you play well.
True.
See what happens when you play well, and see what happens when everyone gets out there.
And not only that, it's a brand of football we play.
No, it's a good brand. And we used to play this kind of brand.
Yeah, well...
30 years ago.
30 years ago, we're going to go back in time. 1992.
We played this sort of brand. We had a good side, and we played the St Kilda side, who's jammed pack full of stars.
They did have a lot of stars.
Far out.
They had a Fab Five of their own.
No, they had some...
Yeah,
well,
Tony Lockett.
Well, you had Tony Lockett, who won the goal kicking, right?
And was a Brownlow medalist.
Brownlow medalist. Then you've got Harvey, dual Brownlow medalist.
Robert Harvey won too.
You've got Burke. Does he hold the record
Nathan
for most
Burke.
games, or maybe something? I don't know. He holds something.
Very good player.
Right. Then you had Lowe.
Buckets Lowe.
Buckets Lowe used to kick buckets of goals, mate. Then you had,
and those hands of his.
Yeah, Wimmer. Probably
Wimmer.
one of the most famous Aboriginal players. You know, like I'm telling you, they had such a team those days.
They had a great team. Yeah.
We were up and coming too. We were
just starting to rise up the ladder at this stage.
Parkins comes over. Few changes, few players start coming in. A couple young players were moving.
Well, he came over. 91 was a year where he basically tried everyone on
100%.
the list, and he sorted out who's worth keeping and who has to move on. And in 92, we started to see some real progress.
This was about round 6, I think it was, if I remember correctly.
Yep, it was
at
round
Princess
6.
Park.
Of course.
Best ground in the world, man. It was at Princess Park. We're there. What we're going to do is we'll have a look at the first 3-quarter highlights and see what happens. Here we go.
Yeah, there's some great highlights here, the first 3 quarters.
So here you have him. You've got him, the dual Brownlow medalist. Not at the time.
Robert Harvey, yes.
So he's there. Look at this. Gets it over to... Who's that?
Lazar Vidovic there, Ruckman.
That's right, Vidovic. And look at this.
Tony Lockett. Playing on a very young Michael Sexton at the time. A very inexperienced Michael Sexton.
Very star, man, and become a superstar premiership
Eventually
player.
became a great
Look at this. You got Harry.
Look at Bradley's hand pass there.
Spalding. One of his rare straight kicks at the time.
Right through the middle.
At the time, he was a shit-ass kick, man. No, he fixed it up. It was unbelievable what he did.
That's true.
Here we go. Look, the poor Sexton's getting killed here.
I'll tell you what, mate.
Mate, can you imagine standing there and you hear footsteps of Lockett coming up behind you?
It's like a bulldozer coming through.
It was bad.
He was big. He was a very solid
and
boy.
we get one of 4 goals from sticks. There he goes, mate.
Stephen Kernahan.
The best captain ever. Trust me. Look at this.
Dean Gregg played for St Kilda. And over to Lockett. Bang again.
We just see 3 goals against Paul Sexton. He's ready to pack his bags and go home. I can't do this job anymore. I can't do this. Hey, look at this bloke.
Now, I went to school with this guy. Luke O'Sullivan, the Rhino. Remember him?
This could be his best ever game.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. He kicked
Here he
4
is, his
goals.
buckets, a young buckets.
Yes.
Look at this bloke, and look at him, he's going to find him. Does he find him again? Oh, he doesn't find him.
But you see, it goes to ground and the Rovers
seriously
pick it up and kick the goals.
I know this ain't about St Kilda, but gee, mate, I'm telling you, those players there could be some of the best players to ever play the game.
True.
Hey, look at Rhino.
Have a look at that.
Goal!
Crackerjack goal by
He's
Rhino.
pumping those little legs. Hey, you know he's still 6 foot, like he looks like he's little.
No, he's a very
He's a
nuggety
big
little
guy,
player.
yeah, he was. You're not going to beat him, mate. Who was that blonde bloke?
Russell Morris.
Russell Morris, get out of there. He was a commentator later, isn't he?
He did become a commentator.
Lucky a commentator, he was shit football.
And there's
Hey, look at this.
Ron Giulio playing in his first year for Carlton. Straight from Box Hill.
Straight from Box Hill. We found him. And you know what? As I said, 100 games that kid he played.
Yeah.
So he did all right. And here he goes. Rhino, look at him. Look at him go. Look at him go. Between him and Rhino, mate, there's sometimes their legs used to pump faster than their brain.
They're like pistons. Actually, you know Ron Giulio, we picked him up with a draft pick that we got off North Melbourne because they took Richard Dennis from us, our former premiership player.
There you go. And he played 100. There he goes. Look at this.
Ian Aitken.
Just got back from that injury.
Just got back from having his jaw smashed by Alistair Clarkson 5 years earlier.
He did too. Hey, look at this. He did too. Hey, look at this.
Hey, premiership quarter.
And that's what happened, mate. So we were down by about 20-something points.
Well, 4 goals at half time. And all of a sudden we're in front by over 2 goals.
100%.
At 3/4 time.
Here we go.
But it set it up for a really exciting last quarter.
So what was one of the big moves they did this day?
Well, see, Lockett had kicked 6 goals up to half time. So they decided, Parkin decided, no, this is too much. And he decided to put John Dorotich, big John Dorotich onto him. And he kept him very quiet in the second half.
Look at this.
In fact, I don't think Lockett really touched the ball in the second half.
Here he goes. There's the Dora.
That's about as much as he touched the ball in the second half.
There's the Dora. There's low on the ground. Look at this.
There's Sexton over to Gleeson. There's Milhana, the cranium.
Look at him, man. It's just like the sun used to beat off him, I'm telling you.
As Rex Hunt used to say, as the beads of sweat glisten on top of his cranium in the afternoon sunlight.
He was he was a bellow smooth.
Yeah, very smooth head. And there's Ron Giulio again.
I'm telling you, Ron, him and Fing had the best games.
Yeah.
Oh, it's tough,
Kernahan always competing for
now,
the
who's
mark.
this bloke?
That's Dale Kickett there, number 50.
Dale Kickett, mate.
Number 52 is a big number, isn't it?
Yeah. And who's this bloke?
Nicky Wimmer.
I'm telling you,
recently inducted into the AFL Hall of Fame.
He was a star, man.
There's Buckets Low, and there's Spalding playing on him.
Spalding back. Well, they went back to help, you know.
Yep.
Look at this.
Oh, that's not a very good hand pass.
Mate, the pressure's on here, man.
It certainly is. Here's Fraser Brown. Look at him go.
I love the dog. The junkyard dog.
This is when he was very young, as a matter of fact.
That was Shoal?
Yep.
Shoal.
Over to Ratton. Look at that for a pass. Will you have a look at that? Fantastic pass.
You can't hear it.
Allowed Giulio to run onto it.
This is it. And that's how.
Didn't have to break stride.
Hey, what's he saying to him?
Bradley's saying,
hey,
listen,
you're probably
we
not
need this one.
You're probably not going to get too many games. You better kick this goal. That's what he said to him, like, seriously.
Well, we played over 100 games for us.
He did. Look at this. And that was a pretty good goal, just quality.
Great goal. He loved the goal, didn't he?
He loved the goal.
Loved to celebrate.
Well, him and Rhino both love goals.
Yeah, they did, and they both love to celebrate their goals.
So 8 points up now, and there's 4 minutes to go. Crowd's pumped up. Look, they're drinking Coke.
Yes, and we're sponsored by CUB, I noticed on
by
the
CUB,
jersey.
we're drinking Coke. This is the best, man. All drinking from the same straw, if you notice.
Yes. And there's the old Bow Repairs scoreboard.
Just pretty well, just love it. And then they had the quick signs. No
Yes.
more Winfield sponsors, now went to quick. I'm telling you, went from Winfield to quick.
Political correctness again.
Alright, so now we're going to see some pressure acts here.
Oh,
Watch
yes. Very much so.
Mate, look at these players just standing
The atmosphere
around.
that day was fantastic.
Nah, it used to be like...
Absolutely sensational at Princess Park.
There was Hodge.
There's Kenny Sheldon, former
Kenny
Carlton
Sheldon.
triple premiership
He
player.
did all right with St Kilda.
Yes, indeed, he did. So in fact, the year before, in 1991, they lost their final. The final system was such that the third played, I think third played sixth or something like that.
So first would play eight.
And they just lost that final. That was immediately out. They were gone.
Look at him go, man.
But geez, they were a good
Come
side
on,
back
you
then.
can do this.
Nah.
You can't. That's why you played in 4 different clubs. Get out.
That's Dale Kickett.
Yeah, nah, he was a good player.
I think he played St Kilda, Essendon, I think Fitzroy, and Fremantle. I think they were the 4 teams.
Yeah, could have been.
Something like that.
So you can see this now.
Yes, there's the cranium again, Neil Hanna. Good mark.
Mate, I'm telling you, the bloke was shiny.
Have a look
And he
at
was
this.
cool, man.
He had the collar up.
He was cool, man. He was cool, man. Nice one.
There's Fraser Brown and his good mate Brett Ratton, and they stuffed that one up between the two.
A couple of tough
Oh. Why did the coaches sit on that end of the ground with the sun in their eyes? They wouldn't have been able to see
I used to
anything.
actually sit on that side of the ground, almost right in front of the coach's box, man. And I'm telling you, the sun was terrible,
I
mate.
think that they should have put the coaches' boxes on the northern
It was
side.
bad. It was bad. You could not see anything on the other side of the ground. Yeah, but
Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Harry. Big Harry loved him too, man.
Yeah.
So you can see now,
There's,
they're just
Fletcher.
trying to move that ball forward, man. They're 8 points down. Oh,
Spalding's not
There's 50.
open.
There's 100. I'm telling you, that would have been a goal. 50-metre penalty.
Descent.
Nah, listen.
There's
man.
Dorotich.
And I'm telling you, that move. I
There's
don't know.
Bradley helping out in the back
Yeah, a
line.
bit of a shit ass kick, but he was just trying to push it forward here. Look at
Yeah,
this.
he's just trying to get out of the danger zone. Isn't
Look at this nice tackle. Bang!
Hold the ball.
He was a good little player.
I love Matty Hogg.
Matty Hogg, man. And he ended up with
Matty Hogg was a very, very good
He was
nuggety
a tough
little
man,
player.
and look, he wasn't the most skillful, but he got everything
Out of himself,
Oh, mate, you get nothing but
Hey,
respect
look at
for
this
that.
guy, number 45. Remember him?
Yeah, he was
Tarzan.
Well, they used to call him.
Darren Tarkson was his name.
Yeah, Tarzan. Yeah, but he used to play a bit like Johnny. No, he was actually not a bad player. Hey,
he only played a handful.
Look at this. Look at this. No left foot, mate. No left foot, man.
Oh, he was
man.
off balance.
Yeah, I still had
He was
no
off
left foot.
balance.
Let's be serious, man. He was a great captain, but no left foot.
No better captain at Carlton than Kernahan.
All right, so now we're going to be.
Now what do we got?
All right, look at this, man. Look at this, man. It's just there, just that. It was doggy on the ground.
The pressure has been enormous for these last 4 minutes.
Mate, we would be sitting in the stands, mate, by biting our fingernails here, man. There's no way we're going to lose to St Kilda at Princess Park.
Here we go. There's little Bear.
Look, hey,
Bear
who do you
Gleeson.
reckon he'll find? Who do you reckon?
His best
mate. Bang, done. You speak that Cuda and
Ange.
mate. I'm telling you, the Bear and bloody Sticks.
And Sticks. And
always.
Bradley and Sticks as
Yeah,
well.
Bradley too.
Yeah.
He's got to go. He's going to He's going to waste a bit of time here.
He's going to chew up the clock a little
What do you
bit.
reckon he'll kick it?
It's a big
It's a
distance
big
from
kick,
there. It's
but,
about a
you know,
55-metre kick.
You'd back him.
I'd back him with your house.
I just lost the house there, mate, by the looks of it. That shit house Sticks. You let me down twice now. No.
Yes. No, well, look, we're a goal and a little bit in
Nah,
front.
so
I think
look-
we're 8 points ahead.
So-
And there's only 20-odd seconds
No, there's
left
only
to go.
20 odd seconds, so you know all they can hope for is let's get this ball quickly out.
And they do. Look at this. Watch Nathan Burke here.
I don't know how he gets through here.
How does he get through? Look at
It's
that.
like a magician, man. All right,
He's a
come
very
on.
good player.
Ah,
And
look.
there's Dora.
Mate, he does
Another
his job,
spoil.
man, another.
Lockett was so frustrated by this stage that look what happens
There you
after
go,
the siren.
Bang! Oh my God!
Oh my God! That would have hurt. That really would have hurt.
I'm telling you, he's out. He's out.
Unbelievable.
Hey,
Well, Dorotich is giving him a few jumper punches.
Man, they were scared. You were just.
Look at that.
This
Jumper
is all
punch
for
everywhere.
show, man. This is all for show. Don't you want to get too close to Lockett, or else they would have caught one themselves, man. Look at that.
Oh,
but he
poor
was
old
out.
Matty Hogg was out for the count.
He was out, but I'm telling you, the tough bloke, man, he gets back up. Look at this. Look at this, man.
Trainers around him.
He doesn't want to show, man, and just gets back up, man. That's tough. I don't know, what did Lockett get? Do you remember?
Well, he kicked 6 goals to half time.
No, what
and
did
he's
he...
still got 6 goals by the end of the game. Oh, you mean suspension?
Yeah.
I think he might have got a few weeks for that.
I reckon he got a few.
I reckon he got 2 or 3 at least.
Yeah, good. Which is enough. So you see the score here?
Yeah. 18-13, 121 to St Kilda, 17-11, 113. A pretty close result. We usually used to belt St Kilda at Princess
that was
Park.
a close result. It was good.
They were a good side back
It was
then.
memorable for that big hit.
But that third quarter, the premiership quarter, that's the one that did it for us.
And that's, like, we had that premiership quarter in our early...
It was the only quarter that we won. The other 3 quarters, we actually got outscored in.
Yeah, 100%.
But, that just goes to show you, 7 goals to 1 in that third quarter is what won us the game.
And 10 goals to 5 in the second half, so...
Yeah, obviously,
So 10 goals to 5 in the second half.
But they outscored us in the last quarter.
Yeah.
So,
it was a big game.
Big game.
And as I said, that was a big hit at the end, man. That was huge, man, I'm telling you, man. But that's the way.
I'll tell you what, the Carlton crowd there in the George Harris stand, they were not happy with Tony Lockett.
No one touched our players, especially there, man. There was a couple of instances. That was probably one of them.
In fact, if you remember, we had that episode on Talking Blue last year on the Stephen Silvani hit by Darren Melbourne.
Yeah.
And I reckon the Carlton supporters were far more angry and full of rage at Melbourne than what they were for Lockett on that one.
Oh, no, 100%. No.
Maybe because Matty Hogg actually got up. But gee, Silvani.
One day we'll do that, and I think we've put this out before on the Jumper Punches. If anyone knows the bloke who was banging on the bloody interchange.
Oh, the interchange bench.
Man, can you get in contact with us, mate? The anger that day. Look, that's for another episode. The anger that day was.
You could taste it, couldn't you?
Phenomenal.
It was that vivid.
Yeah, so that's it. So anyway, that was the big game. Let's hope that we can take the points this week because this could be
a very important game. Isn't it?
Yeah, just like 92 was an important year for us to build our premiership. Let's hope this year is the same for us. So let's make sure that we get all out there.
Well put.
And let's take home the points. All right, thank you very much.
No worries, Rocco. Good to see you again. Great to go down memory lane.
100%. And go Blues.
Go Blues.
All right, you saw that. The big hit.
1 second after the, what was it, final siren?
That's it, man. And he was like, and if you notice the brawl there, right, at the end, a few players went up to Lockett. But no one really...
went up to him.
They never went that hard. They were kind of like, I don't want to go too hard, man. I'm telling you, Lockett. Did you used to watch Lockett play, did you?
Just, towards the end of his career at Sydney,
He was a monster, man.
Yeah, of course. You don't want to step back in the hole when he's coming at you like a freight train.
Talk about Harry
this
running. That bloke there, just a beast, mate.
Greatest, well, arguably the greatest full forward ever.
Yeah, well, yeah. We had the most goals.
Is,
But he wasn't just like a good foot and a good kick, right?
Yeah.
But he was like an angry. Did you ever seen the one where he kicked the ball into the
cheer squad, and then after the game, he went like that to him. And then the next year, ended up at Sydney.
They used to cheer him after that.
There you go.
They hit him straight in the head, mate. Can you imagine the ball?
Did he hit the guy?
Yeah, Kenny. I think is it Kenny? The guy who gets in the middle of the city.
Yeah,
we're the champs, boys! We're the champs!
Yeah.
I think his name's Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny. He's been singing for them for like 50 years. He's been doing it. They always get him in the middle.
Since the ball hit his head.
Yeah, that's it. That was the best, man. I loved it. And then what about when Lockett threw
crutches
at Eddie Maguire?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm telling you, he was an angry man.
I know he was an angry man. He's a
man.
big Greyhound fan as well. I think it's from Warrnambool. It's a Warrnambool boy.
Yeah.
Big Greyhound.
He loves the Greyhounds. He loves the Greyhounds. Yeah. And the worst thing he could have done was come back that time. He came back for a year.
Did he really?
After he retired, yeah.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, he did really. He kicked a few more goals, but it was all over. Anyway, hey, let's have a look at another great Australian. See if you remember this bloke.
Let's have a look. I won't look at the name.
They said you'd never make it on the entertainment scene. Dazzler, join the cute Daryl Summers for a place upon the screen. They said you'd never make it, 'cause your partner is a bird. We think you ought to grow up. Your humor's too absurd. They said you'd never make it. Hey, you finally came through. For all of you who've made it, this one's made for you. Ooh.
Made for you.
Ooh, this one's
made for you.
You've made it through, and this one's made for you.
A few movies.
There you go. Daryl Summers, he's a great.
Boom.
And Ricky May was singing the song there. Great mates, used to always be on Hey Hey. Hey Hey, outside of Jumper Punch was the greatest.
One of the greatest.
Entertainment, I'm telling you.
Brilliant.
Saturday nights.
Pluck a duck.
Pluck a duck, red faces. Saturday nights really did consist of this for us, right? We used to all catch up at someone's house.
Yep.
Right? You know, start drinking, watch Hey Hey, because it finished at 8:30. It started at 6:30, finished at 8:30, and then go out.
Bang.
Every Saturday night, I'm telling you,
Boom.
it was anyone out there my age will be saying, you read the comments. Just read the comments at the moment. Read the comments. All right. This is our favourite.
It is. Perk up for this one.
Che bello! Ma che cazzo sta a fare? Ma che cazzo sei? Ma che cazzo vuoi? Ma che cazzo ne so? Fatti i cazzi,
Ma che cazzo! Nice.
My voice is broke.
Hey, this is a bit of a. This is along your line here.
My lines, yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's have a look.
We have a problem.
Oh no. He's Pig Rudy.
problem here.
He's trying to get the saddle off. Oh, wow. Look at him go. Wowee. Good boy.
Listen to the commentator.
Oh, my God.
And the horse is now loose and he's in the
Oh.
cheaper enclosure. Please do keep calm. Stay as still as you can. Stay as still as you can. And don't run. Please
Wow.
do keep calm. Stay as still as you can.
I love to just stay still
As you can.
Yeah, I'm going to stay still.
Wowee.
Mate, that's...
I collected a few
Oh,
shells
yeah.
on the way in.
Mate, a nice hoof across the head there.
That'll
mate.
kill you.
Great. Good
Yeah,
Lord.
oh, yeah.
That'll kill you.
Mate, there's a disaster. There's a disaster. Hey, tell me something.
Yes.
Right, this happens in soccer, right?
Yep.
Where they lend out players in the middle of the season.
Correct. Yeah, load out.
Loan them
Transfers
out,
in the middle of the year. Yeah, of course. Yep.
All right, let's have a look at this.
It's in like a Russia or something.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. You're joking. Oh.
Antons.
Wow. What are they doing? What the hell? What's all that about?
Oh my God.
So he scored against a team that
He used to play.
Yeah.
to play for, and that
Triggered them. Did he start celebrating though?
no,
That was okay.
that was delegation. Is that how you say it?
Delegation.
When they
Oh, relegation.
relegation. Sorry,
They
Relegation.
relegated him.
Wow.
that goal relegated them.
Ah. I like it.
All right, now the question is
That's
this:
Yes.
what do you do? Like you've been on the other side, you've got to kick the goal, don't you?
You have to.
You can't not score. You're there
But
to
then
do
they
a
get
job.
relegated.
Oh,
That's
well,
why
but
they were
like,
chasing
That's
it.
the game, mate. That's the game.
Unbelievable. Hey, listen, everyone loves Macca's, huh?
Yes.
I bet you'd go to this Macca's.
An Italian McDonald's. This
Oh
is
my
the one
God.
in Rome. Honestly, looks like just like a museum. Look at
I've
that.
seen
This was the
it.
first McDonald's ever built in Italy. Look how big it is. So we started off with the chicken asiago sandwich. It was one of the specialty sandwiches there. The chicken was really fresh. It was honestly really good. Then we had some fries with bacon and cheese. We had some chicken wings. And obviously we couldn't leave without the Parmigiano Reggiano. Look at that. What an amazing snack to have. We had a nice Peroni to drink. And then as a snack, some nice panzerotti with mozzarella and pomodoro. Andiamo.
Andiamo.
That's McDonald's in
That's
Italy.
a McDonald's. How good is that?
Jeez,
Would you
that's-
go to that
that's fine
McDonald's?
dining in Australia.
That's like the
Charging
best
$25
restaurant there.
for a panino here.
Mate, How good was that? How good is that? I will keep on the Italian
Theme.
kind of theme.
Because like this show doesn't run off that.
They kind of deal with their protesters differently than what we do here. Let's have a look at this.
Oh, yeah.
This is for global warming.
Yeah.
just look at they all go past.
Oh my God.
He just threw it.
How good's that?
That's fantastic.
That's the Italian way,
Good on him.
mate. Get
Good on him.
out of the way. Get out of the way. Hey, listen.
Yep.
You can commentate this one. Let's have a look.
Okay, right. Okay. And we've got a dog loose on the track at Mackay, and he's dashed to the front in the straight now. Look at that little colt go. He's dashed towards the 250 metre mark, and he's off and gone. He's off and gone with a prize. He's dashed clear. He's off to chase a bird, and he identifies as a racehorse. Have a look at him go. As they get loaded away in the barriers, the $2.20 favourite is about to get loaded away, and the $6 elect is outside. And we're back at the action at the 400 metre mark. He's going the wrong way now. By golly, he's off to chase a little magpie. They come round the bend for the first time, and the colt, he's up and gone. He's at the 400 metre mark. Look at the bird scurry away. He's up and gone.
That's fantastic. It's like that's an American people, I think.
Yeah, look like it. That is great.
When I saw that video for the first time, I died.
That's funny, man.
I died. Little Golgi.
He was not sleeping. He was running.
Mate.
And that was the second time he's done that this year, that dog, at the same race course.
So what they do, they bring him there?
I don't know. He
Must
just
be
must get off the
somebody's
loose.
dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably the guy in the GU
I don't know.
patrol or something.
Probably
You
who
must
knows.
love it, man.
At the moment, it's not him getting on the course, the dog. It's him chasing the bird at the 400.
On the course proper.
Unbelievable. Bit of a racing theme. All right, let's do this. I've actually got. We were talking about the umpires before.
Yes, we were.
So Brad Scott, like his job's really on the line a little
Right,
bit.
yeah,
So
okay.
we have got a candidate for the new one.
All right, let's
We've
have a
got
look.
this bloke here.
Oh, I think I know what this is. Oh, there he is. Remember this video?
And he does it back in.
Remember the old song that was with it?
Look at those legs go, mate.
Imagine that here.
It's not far off it. That's for Pride Week. I'm telling you, man, it's not far off it here, man, because they all want to be part of the action, man. I'm telling you,
That's fantastic. Yeah,
we're
how
not
good
far
is that?
off it that soon, because I'm telling you, what's the difference between that and when they do the? What's that?
I love that one where
all
they're
for
running.
show.
I think it's when they're running back to the middle and then run back out to the square and they turn around and they hit each other.
Oh,
on the
yeah,
bum.
yeah, so do they.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's not far off it. Not far off it. All right, that was a Mucker Cuts. Hey, listen. Next we got a special segment, but before we do, because I was doing these ads, right?
Yep.
And then, because you're a little bit of an artist, the way you...
Me? Oh, the way I
Interpret
speak
things
and vocalise things
and
and my
you
vocabulary bank
construct
and
your calls
I
and all
write
that.
and all that. Yeah, correct.
All right, so I thought about this bloke here. Let's do it.
Let's have a look.
They said you'd never make it with your colorful ideas. Mr. Don't, it's too outrageous. We won't hang that canvas here. They said you'd never make it when you threw your job away. It's alright to be creative, but son, it doesn't pay. They said you'd never make it, but you finally came through. For all of you who made it, this one's made for you. Made for you. This one's made for you. You've made it through, and this one's made for you.
The smile at the end, mate, reminded me, oh, mate, don't worry, mate, it's all happening. It's all happening. And since we're talking about artistic, let's do this one. Paul's call.
Yes, for another week here. And what a bunch of calls it's going to be. So this is a two-part call this week. So I'm going to make some bold predictions for the club heading towards the back end of the season.
No, you don't do that.
No, not really. But I thought I'd formalise it this time.
Let's do it.
So this is the first half of Paul's calls. So my calls are, I don't think this is a massive call, but we'll just start off with a little entree. You know, this is the little bruschetta. Carlton will win its next three. Have a look through. Have a look.
Yep, St Kilda, West Coast, and Geelong at the MCG.
Yeah, well, that's a good call.
Carlton will win its next three.
If it wins the next three, top four guaranteed.
Yep, Carlton will win its next three. Okay. Number two. I'm getting close to being certain with this. We will play in the grand final this year.
Oh, that's a big call. A lot has to go right.
$5 with Bet Deluxe.
Is it?
Yep.
To make the grand final.
We will play in the grand final this year.
What were we playing at the start of the year?
30s. 20s.
Had fucking blank check.
Yeah.
Pick your odds. McGovern will come back.
Oh.
I did say that.
McGovern will
I
come
told
back.
you, man, if he's ready, they'll get him back in. But anyway.
Fourth call. Zach Fisher will become one of our top 5 players. And the last call. Brody Kemp.
Have him in All Australian.
Brody Kemp will hold his spot in the team for the rest of the year.
Oh, I don't know.
From now?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's what the calls are about. Okay, now, that's out the way.
Warranting bar injury.
No, bar injuries. That's some big calls. Man, every call there is massive.
Yeah. The second one's pretty big, I thought.
Well, you have to put your head on the chopping block.
I genuinely think...
We do every week.
I think if we make the top 4, which is not beyond the realms of possibility, I think we will play... Okay, all right. If we make the top 4, I think we'll play in the grand final.
Yeah. You set yourself up a beauty.
Okay.
Well, you set yourself up.
The second half of Paul's call. Now, we've seen going around on the TikTok sphere and the Twitter sphere and the social media sphere of these he's or she's a rating, but we saw Ginnivan and Quain all get in trouble with it.
Yes.
For, apparently they were offending fictitious women that don't exist. Who we've given a rating to, and they apologised, and
they had to apologise.
We've had more casualties to the apologist crew, unfortunately. So the father's confessional box is going to work. It's going into overtime this week. But I thought we'd play our little edition, so I came up with a few little worldies here for the two of you. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. So 4 to you and 4 to you. So you've just got to come up with a rating.
All right.
So, she's a this, but something, and you're like, oh, no, she's really a
all right.
2 or a 3 or a 9 or whatever.
All right,
okay. So, we put this up on the... actually, this is a makekatsu we missed. Anyway, I'll get onto this.
We did too.
We did miss this. But anyway,
Make it a special.
You'd have seen this on our Facebook page.
Oh, yeah.
She's a 10, but she doesn't rate Harry Mackay as the best forward in the league. What's her real rating?
Oh, she doesn't rate... What? Say it again.
She's a 10, but she doesn't rate Harry as the best forward in the league.
Fucking 0.
No, she's a 2.
Okay.
It's a 0.
Mars. She's a 4, but she loves Lockie O'Brien.
I don't know, 5.
Oh, what? Really?
Right.
She's a 4, but she loves Lockie O'Brien. Come on.
I'll give it an 8.
Oh, there you
she's
go.
a
I've
4,
influenced
but-
that.
So she's
So
got
anyway.
good qualities. He
Yeah.
rates.
Yeah, sorry. So I'm half asleep here. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
Wake up,
Yeah,
Australia. Rocco, she's a 1, but she watches the jumper punch.
Oh, she's a 10.
You got no teeth.
She's a 10, mate.
Gummy shark.
All right. Mars, she's a 3, but she only watches Rocco's rant.
You could go either way.
Far out. Well, it's good viewing.
Yeah, it's good viewing.
I'd give her a 10.
Oh, well, there you go.
It's
All
good
right, all right,
viewing.
okay. Rocco, I put this up on Twitter, so you might not have seen it. She's a 9, but she thinks we fucked up the Judd trade.
Oh, she thinks so. We fucked up the Judd trade. No, she's a 9. Nah, I'm going to give her 3.
Okay, 3. All right,
Yeah,
all right,
that's
okay.
Yeah.
All right, Mars, well, this is probably irking to me, but she's a 4, but she's a Carlton Twitter nuffy.
It's a 10.
10?
Yeah, it's a 10. It's a straight 10.
Yeah, it's absolute nuffy. All right, now this is a bit away from football. She's a 3, but she can sing in Italian.
Oh.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Granted, Susan Boyle could sing.
Yeah, that's true. She could sing in Italian, and she could probably sing in Italian.
It's not all brownie points, though.
Well, I was going to say a lot higher, but then you said that. So. 4.
Okay, only one rating. Okay, all right. And Mars, the final one. She's an 8.5, but she thought we would lose to the Giants without Harry.
Oh, no, not a chance there. Nah, she's a 2. Not a chance.
I love it. That's
How
it.
did you go in the audience? Let me know if you
That's
participated
good. I
in
like
it,
it. I like it.
or if you were too upset,
Creative.
or if you were too upset about offending fictitious women that don't exist.
Yeah.
But they could exist based on what we've come up with there. If that fits your category, let us know. But
somewhere in the universe, there would be
you know what's
one of
funny
them.
about that? 90% of all those videos were women rating men.
Yeah, I know.
It's the other
And
way
the blokes who
around.
got in trouble for it were 2 blokes
I know.
having a laugh at it. I think that's just PC gone mad, really,
It
hasn't
has
it?
got mad.
So,
It has- and especially that
I like that. That was good.
there was there's no one there. Like we're just making them up, man.
Fictitious women, yeah. They just
Like you didn't give any names.
Well, but
or-
it's the trend was that all girls were doing it about blokes.
I
You know,
know.
like he's an 8, but he goes for Collingwood. Or,
Yeah.
you know, something along those
Yeah.
lines. You know.
But as soon as, and especially
what- I
being
mean,
like,
like,
as soon as it flips on the other way.
well, what
it's just
happened?
a
We're
laugh.
talking about.
sexist, with feminine.
Well, there'll be someone. There's always someone there to get offended.
Yeah,
so
right,
tell us
right,
about the
I
mucker
can't.
cuts that we missed.
Don't get me.
Oh
into
yeah.
that.
So
Yeah,
on
please,
Facebook, I put up. She's a. What did I put?
You put that
She's
one
a
there.
10, but she doesn't rate Harry as the best forward in the league. And I put it on Instagram. I screenshotted the Facebook and
I'll
put it
up
on.
for you. This was exactly what it said. I got it.
So, and we got fact check for it.
But what was the fact check? Was
It's something to do with Donald Trump.
It was not.
Oh god, this YouTube video might get pulled now. I mentioned DT. Oh god.
Yeah.
So it says here we go. The same false information was reviewed in another post by fact checkers. There may be small differences. Independent fact checkers say this information has no basis in fact. Conclusion, false. More information. The fact check came from an article. Did Donald Trump tweet Republican governors should not be shutting down their states?
Right.
And where
Like,
is-
doesn't even make sense. Like, none of that makes sense.
I don't know.
But how do any of the words that she's a 10, but she doesn't rate Harry Mackay as the best forward in the league
There's none of that-
correlate to fucking Donald Trump?
Nothing fits in there. Nothing.
Right. What? Right, I'm done, bro.
That was for, what was that for? Instagram?
Yeah.
Where?
I don't understand.
They've gone mad, man. Facebook has gone mad. YouTube has
That's
gone
gone
mad, mate. You put in one thing.
Well,
like-
Twitter's gone back the other way to the god Elon.
Yes. Well, hopefully.
Bravo, Elon.
So, yeah, that's Paul's call for this week.
I like it. It's a
No
good one.
value with the multis this week. I haven't seen anything I like at the moment. If something pops up, I'll put it on our social feeds. But
Carlton
I'm
at
just,
the line.
I'm just going to
Have a
hover.
million.
How did we go last week?
Richmond.
We just missed out, bro.
I know. They were,
Yeah, but-
it was there. It was home. They were up by 3 points. And they lost it. So they had to win by 3 points or more against
that's
Geelong.
right.
But, oh, well, doesn't matter. That's the game. We're still in profit. We're still
They
doing
got
well.
3
so-
Paul's calls this week.
Huh?
They They got 3 Pauls.
They did get 3
'cause you
Pauls
got
calls.
that.
They called the greyhound too.
Got the
so-
greyhound.
Little puppy dog.
Yeah, little puppy
Yeah,
dog.
that's what I'm saying.
dog,
You
yeah,
called
so-
that. You got that. You got that. I like it.
So yeah, world's gone mad, but we're still
I
trying to
like
be
it.
the
Let's
glue
get
that holds it
started.
all together.
Yeah, no, the world has gone mad.
All
It
you can
has
do is
definitely
try and win.
Gone mad. All right, very good. All right, last week we
concluded the.
So we'll go to another one. So we'll go to another great sport that especially you guys love, the round ball.
Okay, right.
It's probably one of the greatest.
Messi, Ronaldo,
Ronaldinho, Pele.
Has to be one of them we're going to look at.
Okay, all right, let's have a look.
Let's have a look at this bloke.
Who wants to begin?
The South American hero played his first game for Argentinos Juniors on the 20th of October 1976, 10 days before his 16th birthday. He stayed with the club for almost 5 years before being transferred to Boca Juniors. After playing for Barcelona, he went to Napoli, where he played the majority of his club games and reached the peak of his career. He went on to play for Sevilla and Newell's Old Boys before rejoining Boca Juniors in 1995. Diego Maradona was born on October 30, 1960, in Lanús, in the Buenos Aires province of Argentina, just south of the capital city in the greater Buenos Aires metropolitan area. He was raised in Villa Fiorito, a shanty town on the southern outskirts of the city. During the 60s and early 70s, Villa Fiorito provided the training ground for a young craftsman learning the trade that would propel him to superstardom. He was born into a poor family. The fourth child of 6, he grew up with 3 elder sisters and 2 younger brothers, Hugo and Eduardo, who both became professional footballers. At the age of 10, Diego was spotted by a talent scout while playing for his local club and started playing for the Little Onions, the junior team of Argentinos Juniors. Two years later, he became a ball boy for the First Division games and would entertain spectators at half-time, showing off his wizardry with the ball. While he was at Argentinos Juniors, English club Sheffield United submitted a bid of £180,000 to secure his services. The bid was rejected, but when Boca Juniors upped the offer to £1 million, Maradona was on his way to a new club. He joined the squad midway through the 1981 season and played through 1982. He'd come close to winning a league title with Argentinos, who finished second in their division in 1980. However, at Boca Juniors, he went one better, winning his first league winners' medal in his debut season with the club. Maradona repaid Boca's faith in him, constantly proving his star quality and exciting the crowds with his flair and finesse.
Unbelievable. What a player.
Maradona.
What a player.
Wow.
And guess what? He won.
He won.
He was a winner. He was a winner. So, look, there was many to choose from, but I think he's the most...
Did you watch him?
Yeah, of course. Everyone watched Maradona. Of course you watch Maradona. I think he's the most entertaining, the most like, how do you say it with him? Like
Revolutionised the game, pioneered
Not only
it,
that,
character.
his stuff outside of soccer then, kind of like...
chaotic, crazy, like just...
It was chaotic, man.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
the bloke
everyone knows
was-
the stories with him.
And also, like, I know Pele and all that, but him, like, back in Argentina, he's seriously a god.
I know.
He's a god.
I know. When
And
he went, it was just like... Mate,
it was bad, remember when he went?
Mate.
I know.
He had millions of people.
And not only
lining
that,
up
and
to go
Inter too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because
No, Napoli.
Oh, Napoli,
They
yeah.
named the stadium after him.
Yeah. So...
It's a god in Napoli.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love him.
The
So
hair as well. Yeah.
No, and he was also he just do whatever he wanted to do at the end of the day.
Captivated
He
audiences
captivated,
around the world.
he
Around the
definitely
world.
It's kind of, I could put it to our sport or cricket. Shane Warne.
He is Shane Warne, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Shane Warne, but more.
Obviously on the grander scale,
Yeah.
but even Shane Warne was on a grand scale.
Yeah, he was on a grand scale.
You know, for cricket, for a cricketer, and not a footballer.
Cricket's a huge sport.
No, it's huge. But this bloke was...
Oh, no, this is a world game.
No, but not only that, man.
This bloke was like...
Even at his height, man.
Incredible.
He was doing live.
He could even
doing pompous stuff.
He could even pick the ball up, throw it into the net, and win a game for Argentina. Hand of God.
Hand of God, mate. Like the thing there.
Incredible.
All right. This has been a big show.
I'm perspirating.
Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, subscribe, like, and share. Everyone.
Get on the TikTok.
Make sure you hit the like as well. I know Terry always comments about hitting the like button.
Yep.
Yes.
Hit the like button.
Actually important, because if you hit the like button, you'll see other things that are like this. Like you'll see other people's channels that talk about Carlton, and they get
100%.
recommended in your recommend videos.
100%. As soon as you get on there, push the like. Get onto our channel, push the like, and watch the Peter Brown.
Absolutely. Yes, Peter Brown
I'm
interview.
telling you, man, it's a...
Did a great job
mate,
there with Vince. Well done.
You saw in that little snippet, he doesn't hold back. So, Spotify, what can I say?
Everything.
All the
As I
shows.
said, the TikTok has been taking off, mate.
It's been huge.
So
It's
get on
been
board.
huge, and they're really entertaining. Yeah,
Thousands of views.
Thousands. It's been good. So we got many more to show.
I think it also, because TikTok is like a kind of a younger platform.
Yeah, 100%.
It not gravitates. Trying for the word, like more eyes, towards the young audience.
Correct.
Younger
The
audience.
demographic.
It's definitely
Younger
the younger
demographic.
audience, and we watch it, and in actual fact, like it has brought some
people over to you.
It has, man.
So,
It went
if
over
you can
good.
bring it over to the Drama Punch, you can bring it over to
And
the
it's good because not
channel,
only,
so.
of course, and not only that, like we say, we're on our channel, but seriously, these interviews.
Oh, epic!
We
Like
need
But
crazy.
no one can get these people.
No, we need more and more people, because really these people love to be heard and their stories are amazing. So definitely get onto our merch.
Yep. Get on the merch.
Get onto the merch. All the tops, man. The mucker cats, the what's the other one? No, don't get hoodwinked. We're not getting hoodwinked anymore.
No, we're not.
this year.
We're
Not this year.
hoodwinking everyone out.
That's right.
Bloody oath.
Now the top changes. See,
We
now,
meant to lose last year.
Yeah, so now it's like it's a statement to everyone else. Don't get hoodwinked. You know,
Correct,
like
exactly.
it's Carlton. It's Carlton.
Correct.
Yeah. Done. All right. Oh yeah, and this one here, everyone. Let's put it back up again.
Yep. Let's have a look.
Please, sir. I want some more.
What? Ask for more?
Email us, the jumper
Email, you got the jumper punch. Also with your
Get on board.
Al Manjari of
Dal
football.
Manjari of the football, email us there. Melbourne Coffee Roasting Company, thank you very much. It's been our
Bros
first
and
and
Top
still
Dog
our
Liquor.
sponsor. And then
All of them. All of them.
and
Boom.
let's have a look at what our friend had to say this week at Marino Brothers.
Hey, I got my cousin here. Not my cousin, my nephew. Hey, come here. Come here, Nick. Here he is. This is my nephew, Nick.
Look at his hair.
This is Nicky.
Well.
He look a bit like the boy in the Irish. You know what's his name? Jason. Ha ha. It's a good Greek name, Jason. Jason and the Golden Fleece. Hey, Nick, work at the Golden Fleece, just down the corner. Hey, Nick, when my car gonna be ready? Couple of days. Just a couple of days? That's all right. Hey, Nick, look over there. Have a look at this. Same nose like me. He's got one, I got one. Beautiful. His mother is like a brother to me. Anyway, I think that Nick is going to be good here working out in the shop, helping me out every now and again. Nick, go on, put the kennel up in the bag for the gentleman. Yeah, what's the matter? No, that's all right. Come on, find the bag. No, it's like this. Look, it's easy. What's the matter? Come on, open him up. Put in the melon. Spit in the bag. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. No. Over there. Little poop. Maybe I better do it. No.
I'll show you how. Look, like that. Feeling beautiful, guns. Everybody full with him. Anyway, eyes nice and ripe, not too soft, not too hard after all. Okay, hand into the gentleman and say after me, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Come on, what's the matter, Nick? It's English we're talking here. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And good luck to your family.
Good luck to your family.
Hey, beautiful.
Well, mate, he was on fire this week, man. With he looked a lot like Jason Donovan there. Unreal. Yes, everyone get out to the Marino Brothers. All right. Got some viewers here. Let's have a look at this first one.
We have Rohan Verko. What a fantastic interview, guys. The way you engaged with Ange and let him tell his stories was brilliant. Finding the Billboard show during COVID has been great for me as a Blues fan since '81. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Rowan.
Man, they're finding the
Verko.
channel, they're loving it. What about this bloke here? Andy Hill.
The Jumper Punch interviews are creating new history.
History. One day they're going to look back.
It's a time capsule.
It's a time capsule. What about this bloke? Or
Who
this
have we got?
person?
Let's zoom in. Anne Martin is the username here. Ripper Show, guys. Great content and segments as always. Hope this show goes on forever. So do we.
So do we. I don't know, but 80-year-old fucking us sitting
Imagine
here.
that. Paul Dixon,
Oh, here we
entertaining
go.
as always, boys. Your guest was good too. No BS kind of guy.
What
That's
about
Michael
the
Maloney.
Michael Maloney?
That's Mr. Michael Maloney for you. No bullshit kind of guy.
And this last one.
John Dalsasso. Guys, in reference to the ARC, the AFL do not want to install cameras like you were describing. Why? Because they'll have to install this high-def system at all grounds where AFL is played in Australia. The cost is enormous. By only using the broadcast vision, it covers them at all venues. System is the same everywhere. And don't forget, it allows for the AFL to manipulate decisions. Always great.
He's right.
Good
I
call
like
by
how
John.
he gave
Great
you a
call by
description
John.
and then he gave you that start to the AFL. We're going to wreck you.
Great call by John. Very well
And it's
played
true.
by him. Yep.
Exactly what he says is exactly
But
true.
but they're the leaders. They're elite.
And the other thing is, I know what he's saying, it's going to be big cost, but again,
it's true.
aren't we $1 billion?
Wow. I'm sure they've done the cost-benefit analysis. Anyway.
It is what it is.
Just because there's billions of dollars in there doesn't mean that the cost-benefit analysis weighs up.
No, let's just give an inferior thing to the...
I'm sure they're working on it.
Ah, yeah, just like they're working with the umpires. All right.
Destroying them.
All right, that was good. That was good. That was good. That was a big show. It's late. It's a late evening for us.
It's a very late evening.
It's a late evening, so we had to get it done. So we did it, and it was a big win, and hopefully
35,000 got to the ground.
that was another thing.
Not bad.
Yep.
Could have been a bit higher for
I was a little bit,
but I was
disappointed with the crowd.
40.
It was free.
Friday night we'll get a few there.
I hope so. Hope there'll be 40, I reckon. 40
Yeah.
something, hopefully.
40
More than that.
Screaming
I reckon
wolf.
45, 40. I reckon 42.
I reckon
42.
45 or more.
Okay.
Wow.
I hope so. Mate, if it is, and the wolf,
Let's get the wolf going. That's guaranteed. That's our next big
That's a
thing on
mission.
the agenda,
Yeah, that's
man.
our mission.
We must get the wolf going. So definitely
Yep.
everyone get out there. Let's get this. We win this top 4. Lock it in. Everyone cancel
Close to it.
everything you're doing in September.
Yep.
We're
Yep.
busy.
weddings, everything.
That's
Bad
it.
luck.
All
Close the
right.
book on the show.
Thank you very much.
Done. Pleasure, guys.
Until
As
next
usual.
week.
Until next week.
Go
Blues.
They said we'd never make it when they brought us out in chains and dumped us in this harsh brown land and sailed off again. They said we'd never make it when we battled with the scrub and carved out our selections in this land we grew to love. They said we'd never make it when we stormed Gallipoli. It wasn't even our war, we'd had enough of tyranny. They said we'd never make it, but it seemed we didn't hear. We've been proud to be Australian for nearly